Weather.
Yes.
All right, hold the fucking. Let me get all my shit open first.
You don't have to do anything for at least 15 to 20 minutes.
Look,
As we return to turn 18 of the grand campaign.
I want to be there mentally.
Prepare to Europe.
So what are we looking for here? Is that odds or evens is good times for everyone?
Prepare for weather.
So am I rolling for weather? Because it's
Yes,
me.
it's your weather. You caused this.
All right.
You did this.
Odd is the danger zone.
Yeah, even is clear skies for this period.
This makes things so much easier.
We have
Yeah,
one round
all
of
right.
good weather to begin the violence.
Right. So I will be doing the Danes first.
Before you start, at the very beginning of the combat rounds, I am declaring that Drake will be my primary admiral, and I will spend 5 victory points for that to happen.
Sounds good.
So that's for the rest of all the military rounds. He is my A. He is an A admiral.
He is A rank. He is boat king.
That's a thing you're able to do?
Yep.
There's a couple people
For
that are allowed to do
specifically
that.
him. And, yeah.
Okay.
I think there's someone actually also for the Netherlands that can do that. It's
That's
the 2 guys that get
probably
access to
sounds
being
right.
able to also siege if they want to.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
so
sieging from the ocean. Oh, that's
Yeah.
powerful. Oh,
I
man.
know, right?
I want that
have-
so bad.
a particularly stupid power move that I will be attempting with the Danish. Because, I'll be real, this war is doomed, no matter what I do, so I'm gonna have some fun with it. I am going to be detaching boat into the ocean with Oh No and Oh Geez. And I will
Oh,
be
no.
having
Oh, jeez.
cross into the
doing?
North Sea and
No!
attempt an amphibious landing in March.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to
happening
try to
again.
intercept. You
The
have
Vikings are back.
no leader.
No, I
Vikings
know.
are absolutely back. They're doing it in
Denmark
amphibious.
does the move.
They're gonna get you.
They're relying on ancestral memory for them to run scared when they see the
don't
longboats
intercept.
coming.
I think intercept is on a
It's
5.
actually at a 5+, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
well,
it
never
is.
On the
mind.
ocean, it's a 5+. It's easy on the ocean.
Oh, guess right. It's A+ on land. I keep getting that messed up.
No, wait. I think it's actually 5+ regardless on both of them, and it's A+ to retreat on both.
Gotcha. Okay. Hi. Hello. Would you like to fight? Because I sure would.
Well, I don't have a choice in the matter.
There's
Now,
just
hold
a
on,
bunch of
hold on,
long
hold on.
ships here.
I think. So you did that? Was that because you were rolling against no admiral?
Yeah, they don't have an admiral.
They
Yeah,
have
they have none.
to. They have to create a replacement admiral if you're going to attempt the intercept because their maneuver does actually exist.
Oh shit.
Right. Yeah, hang on.
So if they have a maneuverability of at least 2, you actually don't intercept.
No. Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh, I would make an.
Actually, no. Replacement leaders show up when a battle is starting.
Oh, that's right.
But
They don't
doesn't,
get to appear for other non-battle mechanics.
Doesn't is the intercept not considered part of the battle?
It's not a fight. Interception is movement.
All right, never mind then.
So, of Denmark's random leaders, there's only one possible admiral option. Do I roll on that or just the general?
He's not a
get it.
replacement.
A
He's not a
replacement,
replacement, so
not-
you actually have to
Replacement.
do the
The
replacement.
replacement.
Generic.
tables, Okay.
Which
Where are replacements? Is he over
That
here?
there's
on the
just a
right?
big set of them down
D12.
here at the bottom, so just
Yep.
use those.
Yeah, bottom
Just roll
center.
D8.
Oh, those 8. Okay, gotcha.
Third one.
We roll
Oh,
left
that
to right.
one.
Yeah, 4, 2, 3. Okay, he's actually pretty good.
All right, that ain't bad.
I mean, dang.
Copy paste it.
Yep.
All right, so that means I'm rolling at a +1 for finding the wind then.
Yes.
Is your
God damn it.
Drake has 5 maneuverability?
Yes, he-
Wow.
you have the wind.
Denmark
I'm glad
has the
10 happened
wind.
there.
See, look, it's a 4-2-3 admiral. They had this entire plan because they have a secret military genius.
Fire phase.
Oh fuck.
You got a +1 because you have the wind. It's gonna hurt.
It's hurting both of you. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see here. Ideal. That's on column B, correct?
Yes.
Because we're both the same. It's Latin
We're
sail.
both Latin sail.
me double check on that. Latin versus Latin is both B.
Yeah. Boat fight is so dangerous, no matter what.
Boat fight is just basically rocket tag.
40%. I deal.
It's the money sink of the game.
I deal 24 points of damage.
Okay, so my entire fleet sinks. Let me just do the quick calculation on how much that's going to be.
Sorry, 23 points of damage. Does that matter?
No, that's still my entire fleet.
Cool.
So 8 on column B is 30% damage.
Most Latin tech fleets that are half strength are will be 22.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah,
so I
you
barely
take
did.
6. You take 6 damage, and Operation Longboat sinks to the bottom of the sea.
You know what? Kudos for trying it, because that was crazy.
I respect it, yeah. The ancestral knowledge just took over of, wait a second.
Wait, it's the
We're
English.
fighting against England?
Get
Denmark
'em!
versus England? Get out the boats! Row!
Get 'em! Yeah.
I mean, why not? Sure.
In the meantime, I will be taking Revengeance down to the A+ Revolt. And I will be taking... Actually, no. Because I have to be moving the General Willem with my largest stacks, I'll just bring both A+ down here.
Yeah, because otherwise that would be a multi-campaign, I believe.
All right, you want the siege or the rebels?
The Rebels first. That will be... No progress.
That is no progress. yeah.
Whoa, no. You're adding in +4 for each of your
Oh, the
A
armies,
pluses
right.
as well.
Right.
And then -2 because it's a
-2
plus.
for the plus. You're in open terrain, so there's no additional penalty. Yeah.
And,
So
So
an
add
additional
6 to that.
-1 for it being.
So 6 to that
punch.
is... I need to
Oh,
look at the
10?
actual...
So 10 then. It still succeeds.
Yeah.
That's a success and down to a minus. Yep.
Yeah, there is an
Golden champagne
additional
weakens.
-1 for the Wars of Religion in France.
Gotcha.
Oh, right,
So
yeah.
11
Putting down-
becomes a 10, but it's still okay.
That's still a success, yeah.
Oh, I don't know if you mentioned this before we started playing the game itself, but we did discover rules of the War of Religion that make it slightly less
The
punishing.
War
Yep.
of Religion in France does have a victory condition for France
Yep.
Yeah,
that,
It is
if
based on
achieved,
luck.
will cut it off sooner than 5 repetitions of the entire revolt.
You could permanently shut it down if you have played Rebel Whack-A-Mole so well that it has gone down consistently for
If it goes down and stays down for 2 turns.
2
Yes.
turns, not 3 turns.
which
Okay.
does mean that it is slightly dependent on luck still.
You are still playing Europa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And in the meantime, I am going to take... Bear with me again, since this is the second time I've done this. I'm going to be taking Barents and Tobol to go out back into exploring. I got into the Eastern Indian Ocean last time, and I would like to explore the Straits of Malacca this time. So that is an attrition check of around Cape of Storms and Good Hope at +2.
No, it is not if you are exploring. If you are
Oh, okay.
going into unknown territory, the explore check takes the place of your attrition roll.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
I
you
do
just
that for free.
roll. You just roll exploration because that would be ridiculous otherwise.
Yeah, okay. That makes my consideration of how much money this was going to cost me a lot easier.
If you had to both explore and took regular attrition at the same time, exploration would be basically impossible according to the rules of the game.
Okay.
The sea would be like no, absolutely.
The sea
not.
would be never go. Don't even look over
Don't
there.
touch
That's
it.
not real.
Fun fact: a lot of my early rolls into India were done by me just bypassing the Cape of Good Hope by going, "Well, I'm going to go explore something over there."
Yeah, okay, I can see how that works. So, exploration table. Pardon, I don't remember where this is off the top of my head. It is not in my coagulated reference. Coagulated? Why am I saying coagulated reference? My clotted together reference sheet.
62 on the PDF.
Thank you. Rest of the world, discovery table.
It is also
but
on the same printout as the attrition table.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so 1d10 minus maneuver. And who are you? You were a replacement. I don't remember. Oh, wow. Okay, you had 5.
You're
I'm
fine.
good. So
Knowledge of the sea.
yeah. Knowledge of the Straits of Malacca. And that'll be... do I want to push my luck already? Yes, I do. And I will be going into the South China Sea as well after
No, you already said you're doing the Straits of
Yeah,
Malacca.
if you
You
were
can't do it
doing
again.
multiple
it
in
says-
one go, you have to declare them as a single action.
that. Multiple seasons into... Oh, okay. Yeah, I just reread A1. Yeah, okay. That'll be my turn then.
England.
I'm going to declare all my movement actions first to make sure I've got this right. So Kirk is going to take part of the majority of Swedish roll up here to where Scotland is. It's going to grab the 3 Scottish naval ships that I got from my awesome roll in their naval detachment thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to pick up the A+ army because they have exactly enough guys to pick up this A+ army. And they're going to go over to Mecklenburg and drop off said A+ army. Again, I did the math. I did this.
Yeah,
on
no,
the
no,
fly
I
on
know,
my
I know
phone.
you did. It's just opening move A+ on the doorstep.
And then the Hanover A+ is going to move up into the Mecklenburg as well, along with that general. And their
Well.
extra detachment's going to go sit in Kiel just in case they need to get reinforcements. So that's that taken care of.
Oh, didn't mark you in for some bad times.
They're going
There's
to
a
be fine.
reason I opened this with clown shoes.
Next, the remaining force is going to move down here. I want to make sure I got the correct math here for how many guys I can move. 8 transports and...
Quick question. Are No and OGs still on the map?
Oh, no, I had 2 pairs of detachments that I both named Oh No and OGs. I had them down at... Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And I actually have exactly enough guys to move over both of these armies. Actually, I'm over by 1. So the King and General Jimmy are going to get transported. I'm just going to do this one at a time. Over to get an amphibious landing on Malmo by the fleets.
Malmo.
Yes,
Growing strong and healthy every
Malmo.
day. Malmo?
indeed. So that is an
Malmo
amphibious
dog food.
landing / siege. And then the
Okay.
last thing I'm declaring on movement is all the way in the rest of the world, where I'm going to have my explorer, Tim, go into the Bay of Bengal with the remains of my pirate punching force to do exploration there.
Ah, Malmo grows
You know,
strong and
pirate
English
punchers,
every
there are
day.
some pirates right down here.
I don't know where that ocean is yet. I'll
The
get there.
tragedy of the pirate punchers. Walking by pirates, they do not know they should punch.
It's the world ends over there. We don't know that exists yet. I'm gonna stick next to this territory that seems to be controlled by this giant stack of doom up here that I can't really see just yet.
Big.
All right, so first things first, I'll take care of the
Thank
exploration check. 1d10 minus 5. That's good. That's taken care of. And then next, I'll deal with my siege check, which is 1d10 plus 7 minus 1, so 1d10 plus 6 in Malmo. It's a plus. Cannot roll anything higher than... Whatever, I'll take it. All right, and that'll take care of England's turn for right now.
Russia.
Russia.
Russia is devouring ships.
Understandable.
It's a good move.
Is that what they're calling it?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. When we got to the right one down here.
Oh, it's Malma? I'm sorry, I've been saying it incorrectly.
No, that's right, Malmo.
Yeah, Malmo. Growing strong and healthy every day, etc., etc.
Yeah, Malmo dog food. Anyway. So these 2 armies are going to go all the way down here. Here comes Poland and Iceborne. Are going to the rest of the world portion of the map down here. They will just sit there for now because though the rest of the world map is bigger, it is not big enough for what I am doing in Siberia. They are, for point of reference, they are sitting in this territory right here.
Yeah.
But they big. Meanwhile, war will
Oh, yeah, so
occur.
they're just like, yeah, they're just in your roll for now.
Yeah.
Yep. Good. Just make sure.
Okay. No, rest of the world, you stay down here. Very neutral and watching Poland. We'll pick up Ivan the Terrible. And step at this.
Yeah.
Hold
Step into the steps.
on. Uh-huh.
All right. So you are crossing the river.
How much of a problem is that? I
-1,
forget.
-2.
And
don't know.
your
Fire,
cavalry
-2 on
shock attack is reduced.
You still have 100 dudes.
Oh, 100 to 20.
Will you possibly be able to do the job?
Oh,
Well,
the
let's see how
ferocious
dangerous the
resistance.
steps leader
However,
is.
will our
Wait a
boys
minute.
do it?
Well, that's a decision he has to make. For. Are you going to jump in immediately or go? Or, well, no, you filled
Kinda
up
just
your
have
whole
to-
stacking limit right now. So either you're going
you-
in or you're waiting more so to go around.
Just do it.
Just real quick, explain to me the exact rules of crossing the river.
It just adds 1 to the movement, and if you do the attack across it,
Crossing
then,
river costs
it's
a
a
movement
penalty.
point, and there's some dice penalties in combat.
yeah.
It's -1 to the fire and 2 to the shock.
And on top of that, it reduces the power of cannons to 1, I think, as opposed to doubled.
Oh, no.
And and I think it's just the penalty. Like, otherwise, the just -1 to the roll.
The horses are also wet for shock phase, so they do not
Yes.
get the double as well.
But that was going to be
No,
true
no.
regardless in the forest.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't far, so it doesn't matter.
Mess them up. Ooh, that's a good one.
So for fire, I'm at a 6. Let's find out what Loon has obtained.
There
All
would
right,
be
so
a
plus
2-2-4. Excellent
Ooh.
shock.
Yeah, shock's gonna be a problem. All right, I'm at a +4 for fire.
Replacement
Pull 'em
card.
up.
You're at a +3 for fire because you have a -1.
I'm at a +3 for fire. Well,
That's a really good
Rack
fire
'em.
base.
all right, what tech are the steps at?
The steps are
they use
using
the muzzle
arquebus,
right?
Yeah.
So
They're actually gonna hurt you.
Well, no,
It's
because
actually gonna
that's
sting.
pure cavalry in there, so they have no fire attack.
They're pure cav?
Yep,
they're steep. They're
It-
steps.
it's the
Like,
Like,
I
what
steps.
do
thought
you
they were like
All right,
5/5s.
so
I'm sorry.
Renaissance versus Arquebus is
Just a bunch of dry-
C.
of,
This doesn't really
uh,
matter. This is gonna be like 2
bad dry.
damage when we're getting to the end of this. It is 3 morale. Do you have 3 morale?
These would be the base force and therefore veteran.
Yeah, they have
if
so
they're
they
not
they have
base, they have
4.
four.
They are exactly
Okay.
half the base and half not the base.
Okay. So that's gonna be 10.
They're
Let's see, it's
snapping-
40%.
They're snapping 1 morale back at you.
They only do 1 damage for the fire phase, or are they still 2 damage for the fire phase? Cannons, that is.
Cannons will have reduced fire. They're worth 1
Yeah,
right
they're
now.
wet.
Okay.
I think
so-
that's the only thing that reduces the power of cannons is if they're
Uh,
wet.
All right. So at 40%, that's gonna be 1 damage.
Okay.
All right. And now for me to get utterly destroyed
Or
at the
we're
minus.
spooched to death.
Yeah, you are at a -2 here, newbie.
Yeah, -2 against this natural. So here we go.
How much shock does Ivan have?
4.
Okay, yeah, so
We're
versus
equal.
neutral.
You're at a -1 though. You crossed a river.
I'm at a
-2.
-2 for shock,
Oh.
right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right. Attacking across a river is really
Oh!
bad for shock.
Oh no!
Mhm. The step will not go gently.
I'm thinking of that one historical battle where they decided it was a great idea to
6
charge
on
over a
A.
thawing frozen lake.
You'll
Hey,
get there
working
eventually,
with
buddy.
1% of...
Working with rivers and like redirecting irrigation and something is something that the step folk were really fucking good at.
Yeah.
When it comes
8
to actually,
damage.
like, fighting.
How'd you get 8 damage on 6?
They're horse folk. They have a lot of shock.
It's 19 cavalry. That's a reasonable amount of shock attack.
Oh,
They're
okay.
dry.
Yeah.
They're on their side of the river.
Mhm.
Just hanging out.
You charged over the damp into the.
Okay,
open
yeah, 8 damage. Okay, yeah. All right. All right, which one of these is already damaged a bit? Because I think one of these was damaged. Yeah, I'll take another.
And that makes the battle a draw, so you can retreat in an organized fashion back into Kazan.
I feel like charging across the Volga River has never been a good idea historically.
Look, I was banking on numbers. Next time I'm coming in from
That's
Ural.
fair. No, I got you. It's just that is the longest river in Europe and also the widest river in Europe. So,
As I said, next turn I'm coming in from Ural. They are destroyed.
yeah.
I will have my full
That's
numbers.
why it's going to roll poor weather next turn.
So
Yeah.
an attrition check with your maneuver and the -1 for returning to friendly ground.
So it's a -4? Your maneuver's 3, right?
Yeah,
You're
I'm fine.
Maybe
And
never
then-
fails those.
The D10 for
Step lives, somehow.
Ivan's fine too.
Ivan's also fine. Ivan won't die. I made him a general specifically to see if Ivan would die, and Ivan's just not going to die.
And the
Alright,
thing
here's
is
a
that
stupid question.
you've been
Is
rushing-
Portugal going to do anything?
Portugal stands on the defensive.
Portugal doesn't want to leave its level 3 fort.
Yeah. I forgot. Do I have to roll? Did I roll reinforce? Yes, I did.
You
And here
did,
they are.
yes.
That all happened in admin.
They've got the detachment and the army minus, and the detachment could probably just move into the army minus if they wanted to, turning into an army plus.
No, it was the case that like he had capped out his infantry.
Yes,
or
that's
something.
actually why the 15
right,
is
yeah.
the
No.
infantry.
That is not their cap. Their cap is 25
Wait, since when?
since a while.
Oh yeah, that's right. They use their
Their NPC stats now.
yeah.
Oh,
they use
okay, yeah. Then that's gonna be an army plus, and just
Dude,
This is important just in case I wipe them, in which case it's a major victory for me.
dumbass.
leave it as a detachment.
No.
No, don't.
No.
One might think back to that last time that I did any naval maneuvering in a proper boat war, and I specifically moved 2 F- around the Mediterranean.
Listen, I just want to get I want to get free stability and free victory points because I need to get an unambiguous perfect victory over them, or this is gonna go on forever.
Unambiguous perfect victory in this war that's lasted 10 years.
Spain just needs thousands of people to die for a political leverage. It's fine.
Exactly.
It's a
That
shock
glad
and
we're on
awe
the same
campaign.
page.
Anywho.
Any other Russian actions?
No, that's it for Russia.
All right, Ottomans. Under corruption. Time to double cost
that's right.
passive campaign.
Corruption 2 turns in a row. What's up?
The old double corruption. So the Grand Vizier is going to take the entire Imperial army back to the capital. Can't be intimidated by bad weather if you just always force march.
Also, I didn't get that wrong. That was a simple campaign, right?
That was simple.
Okay. I'm not going to be able to move into Siberia next turn unless I want to pay for a multi.
And it's fine. It's fine, actually. Every soldier makes it back to Thrace intact.
Wild.
And I was thinking Macedonia, but it's also within range there. He's over here now.
A capital adjacent.
And then I guess Dragut is going to commandeer the convoy and take it over to Provence, actually, this turn.
What? This is an outrage.
Take it up with the embassy. So they will be crossing. Actually, right, because of Malta. And then also because of all of my allies. All of this is friendly, pleasant water. So I'm
Just
crossing
auto-succeed.
3 risk 2 zones with my 5 maneuver. So that and yeah, nothing. The Smyrna convoy arrives in Provence. France receives $50 worth of perfectly ordinary civilian trade goods.
Hooray!
Nice.
Just, a lot of very, very precisely tailored, identical blue shirts and hats and pants. 20,000 tons of decorative lead balls.
Ah,
Bags
Lot of
of
informed
sulfur
region.
flour, as we call it.
It's seasoning.
It's used to make
Sulfur
the hot
flour.
bread.
Legally classifiable as a spice in import and export taxes.
It brings flavor.
France accepts this gift of food and decorations.
Alright, Siberia is going to move out into the open. G4 will just be out there ready to come fight this. Settle this in one decisive blow. And the steppe.
The step.
It's- hmm, hmm, hmm.
Do note that there is an army in Ural.
Yes, the steppe is in fact completely surrounded. They have no way to attack that is not.
Yes. They're not there, but they're there.
Steppe will hold position. I put them in attack stance, but you have 2 rounds to launch your mandatory attack. So
Yeah, because the first and second rounds are always going to happen.
That second round that the steps are definitely going to have.
And the Corsairs will sit idle, and that's my round. Spain.
Spain, España. All right, so a couple of things that have to happen here. First off, Santa Cruz will bring the gold back to Europe. Then he's gonna hang out back there the moment he can because boop boop is extremely quick for an admiral. This is -3 on the. Well, no, it's -2 if I remember right because it crosses.
Yeah, -2 on the 6 table.
The number of soldiers it takes to surround the steppe.
3, and then I think it only crosses the 6. Yeah, 2 6s, so it only adds +1. So okay, no problems. All the gold comes back, no problem. 80 gold is brought back to Europe. I'm going to go ahead and explore more into. I'm gonna get into Panama finally. I promise with these missions.
Wave after wave of missionaries.
Don't cross the Panama Strait. Let me actually just look exactly at what I have discovered, because I don't remember if I did that or not, but I would have wrote it down.
You got Costa Rica. I think you tried to get into Panama and they just disappeared.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
they
tried
keep
to,
dying in Panama. That's the problem.
Yeah, you
Can't believe y'all nowadays get these fucking easy exploration mechanics with missionaries.
All right, so 5 I think is a success, but with disappearance. With
5
victory
is
attached.
half E.
Yeah, half. So
No, that's just
You got to
That's a
roll
bit-
again. Just
you gotta roll
1d10.
yeah.
roll high.
S
Mm,
plus.
Yep. So
Entirely dead.
there are 2 possible deaths attached
Yeah.
to this.
Got to roll under a 3 twice. Or 3 or under twice, excuse me.
Dead
No.
and dead.
Oh,
So
hey,
double
more
dead.
more ivory for the shipyards.
Yeah. More bodies sent into the bear.
More
Still there.
Panama ivory.
That
We're
one
slowly
bear.
closing in on the location of the
Of
mountain
the bear.
bear. It's up there somewhere.
Okay, so now, Omanata Orina is going to be the one to do this one instead.
The bear used to be in the
Boats.
Amazons. It's moving upwards.
The boats
closing
are now
in.
going to be out here, so they are blockading all 3 of these ports because they're in the sea zone. And
That is not how blockades work.
yeah, it is.
Blockading,
It
you
says to do that.
attach yourself onto a port?
I actually just checked it. Move the blockading naval sec close to the province indicated. The blockading sec need only be in a sea zone that the port exits before a blockade.
Yeah, so it needs to be blockading a specific province, though, within that sea
Okay.
zone. You move it
Well,
over
yeah,
to
I'm-
associate it with the target.
I'm only going to be doing the one, thankfully, but yeah. Okay, sure. All right, and now the attack happens. The
Nope.
one where I just marched down the mountain.
That would be a
Incorrect.
multi-campaign.
No, it's not. Blockading is not actually is not creating a blockade is not actually an offensive action. Running a blockade, which is leaving a port into a
Oh, neat.
blockade, is.
Good to know. That'll help me
Yep.
for next turn. Round, whatever.
This is a simple campaign still.
Well, here's bad.
We got bad.
I
Nice.
thought Far was...
No,
One.
par is 2 because he's all 2s, and bad is 1 because he's all 1s. That's the way I've been doing it.
So I'm at +3 for the shock. Sorry, +3 for the fire and +4 for the shock.
Well,
Fuck
Well,
off! My
well.
dice. Come on! Why can't I not just completely ruin Portugal?
Portugal scrappy.
You don't do anything there, do you?
Arquebus versus Arquebus on fire is C, yeah, so that's nothing.
All right.
Okay, now here's the shock though. I'm at a +4.
Oh,
Nope. Okay, that's double plus. That's that.
we can take the 3 if
Stop.
you want.
It's a 7 is what that is.
10 though.
You want to take that 7?
It's a 7. Yeah. I mean, I would love to re-roll it, but that's just what I rolled, and you can tell we can do the math by itself.
Yeah.
It's 25% damage.
Newfie, how hard do you hit back?
That's 50.
50%.
Yes. So let me figure out the math here real fast. I gotta go to the combined worksheet. I deleted all of Portugal.
It's 11 damage.
tokens. I will take your word for it because I deleted all my notes for
Yeah,
Portugal.
well, you have a shock of 22.
All right, so I deal 11 damage to you. How much do I take?
18. There's 2 cav left in this stack.
Not
Nice.
a complete major victory.
If I had done literally, if I had rolled anything better, on 1 point better on either of those dice, that would have been a major victory.
Wah, wah.
Oh my god. Come on, Portugal. Will you please fuck off?
Back up the mountain you go.
Oh
They
my
will
god.
not fall
11
off their
damage.
horse, in fact.
I'm not getting a new token, so I'm just renaming this one.
It just becomes a detachment at this point, technically speaking.
I know I'm not getting a new token.
Considering he will literally walk over you when he comes back the next turn, yes.
Yeah, because at this point,
Unless he
Hold on.
loses everyone retreating, or
Yeah,
excuse me, not
hold-
retreating, moving back.
Hold up. Retreating to the mountains.
on 6, we're fine.
Damn. Damn. Damn.
All right, I literally cannot lose the follow-up attack, thankfully. But Jesus Christ, Portugal.
Yeah, but then you gotta take the fort.
Yeah. You only need to have 30 in a stack to do. It's 10 times the number.
Yeah,
to
you need
just do
30
4.
dudes.
yeah, you,
I do
you've
still
got-
have 30. It's fine.
Yeah, you've got me. Portugal
And
was scrappy.
further Spanish actions.
That's all of the Spanish actions I could do.
Hey, geese.
Oh, right, no, there is
Come
more
at me.
I was
Spanish
about to say,
actions. because I
Genoa
have-
can come over and say hi.
Genoa could drop some
Um,
folks off, I guess.
Quick aside, I think I know the answer to this, but as far as war score goes, this doesn't add on to the previous turns. We start over at 1, right?
This is
Uh,
the
you-
next turn, yes.
Yeah.
War score technically does get brought
It
over
takes-
a little bit. But
It ticks over to a maximum of 3 or 4. I'd have to look again.
it's 3 for major, 4 for minor wars, I think. But actually, good point. I do have allies. I forgot about that. I haven't had allies for a while. So, I guess actually I'm going to go ahead and land some Genoan forces over here too. And then also, I forgot I'm controlling the rebels, so I need to do that too. Spain actually has a lot of more actions. Apologies.
It's alright.
All right, Genoa, fuck them up. Get them.
In Oporto?
What's up?
Or are they landing?
They can land onto Oporto, and then they can cross the river, I guess.
So now it's a
Actually, they might be able to
multi-campaign.
just-
No, they can.
this is Genoa, not
No,
me.
they can just straight up
Ah.
siege right there. They have exactly enough dudes.
As long as they
Okay,
take
yeah,
no
fair
damage during transport.
True. which they
Also,
Yeah, true.
probably
you'd be
won't.
going over a river.
BG Dory is actually really good, so
You do need to start sieging and take the 2 territories.
yes. I need to take, and basically to get this guaranteed, I need to take all 3. I don't technically grab this one, but the territory is added to the war score. So, I do, oh yeah, actually no, I think I could just drop them off into here because my dudes are off, yeah. BG Dory will drop them off and let's do the naval attrition.
Yeah,
For the
defeating all of mainland Portugal will suffice. They have 5 Euro provinces.
They can't
So
be
this
dropped
would
off
be-
into that primary territory because you already declared a movement into this
Yeah,
one
that's
via
true.
here. But they can't just go straight into a port though, and just start
and
the
they can
siege
start
there.
sieging. Sure, why not? Yeah, good point. They'll do that, and then here's the transport. Jesus Christ, actually, hold on.
I'm really stupid and I should know because this was my fucking territory, but where the fuck is my other Euro territory? Oh, right, Ahors, which is on the
You
rest
have-
of the world.
Yeah, Tanger and Azores.
So these are 2. Well, these are all on the 2, technically speaking,
Yes.
right? Because they're
Because you have a port right here.
yeah.
Yes.
So 6 on 2, I think is actually safe.
I think you're right. I'll double check real quick.
Yes, it is. It does
Yes.
nothing. Okay,
6
good.
on 2 is
He's
fine.
good enough of an admiral that even rolling maximum damage on attrition does nothing. All right, so then the siege can occur over there. Let's just go for it.
Which is good because if you had taken literally any damage, you wouldn't be able to siege.
Yeah, and then also that I guess they'll be doing a blockade here. So,
Mhm.
yep, that is a blockaded port with 2 detachments only against a size 2 fort. And no general, so it's going to be a bit.
It's a size 1 fort.
That's a size
Nope,
2.
all these
That's
are
a
size
size
2. They got
Yeah.
the start.
All of Portugal's forts are size 2 or better.
Oh, okay.
So
I
it's just a
apologize.
-2 on the siege. That's not bad.
Yeah, -2. All right.
Yeah, the level up from 1 to 2 is
Oh,
gigantic.
okay, a plus.
Nice.
Yo, Genoa, good fucking work, buddies.
There are those Doc 10s I've been waiting for.
Well, they learned a lot from the Corsican
Okay,
Revolt.
hold up. To be fair, one of those fucking 10s was all his attrition roll.
I'm
Now,
not saying
remember,
they're all good 10s. I'm just saying
But I am
they're all
rolling 10s.
if,
Yeah.
if Spain is fighting Portugal, Doc rolls low. If anyone else is fighting Portugal, Doc rolls high.
Yes.
I
So
don't think
you
you
better be
roll-
fucking thankful that I protected you for so long, because you would have been ruined apparently. Because if anyone else fights you, you die immediately. Yeah, Portugal died immediately.
Like, it is amazing that I don't think in any of our fights I've rolled over a 5.
Yeah. All right, and now the rebel fights are gonna occur.
What's
All right,
the rebellion
Geese.
gonna do?
Wow, Geese is a 4-4-4-1.
Yeah,
Wow.
he is.
Geese
You-
the second.
He was kicking your butt in the Hell War.
He's even better than he was in Hell War.
Geese is 2241.
Yeah, Geese is 2241, not 4441.
Ooh. Okay. That makes more sense. His
Okay.
token is mislabeled then.
Yeah, so as a quick question, I already marked down my minor country war score for this war last turn. Should I have not done that?
No, you're fine. It's each
No,
turn because of how
like
many
the
rounds.
points you are earning for controlling them happen turn by turn.
Okay.
All right.
All right. And it resets to 1. Got it.
Yeah, that's for what they did this turn.
Okay.
Dare you walk up the mountain?
Geese is absolutely walking off the mountain. This is a multi-campaign for what it's worth. So, also, this rebel army is going to go ahead and... Where else are your armies? You have
They are
some-
all right in there.
All right, well, let's just go all in then. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's actually no attrition at all.
They
But
have to
you
leave
are-
10 dudes behind and bury.
Yes.
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
And you are crossing a river.
Yeah, that's fine. And this is a Lend detachment of 10 infantry.
As
Yeah.
somebody who just had this happen today, saying that's fine while crossing a river is a death sentence.
Yeah, that's fine.
It pretty much
We're
evens
also
things
marching up a
actually.
mountain, so
So
to be honest,
bel-
there's no real reason for me to do that. They'll leave it over here in Burgundy, and that means that they're not crossing a river because they're from Orleans going to Burgundy into here.
There you go.
This is to make the math make more sense because half of them would be crossing the river and the other half weren't. Yeah, all right.
They would
Alright,
drag
here
the
we go.
entire fight down in that case.
Yes, but
Yep.
let's just not have that happen. We're attacking up a mountain though,
All
so
right. I'm at a -1 because of mountain and
you're a defender on the mountain.
You're defending the
fine.
mountain.
Oh, defending.
You are at flat dice.
flat dice, and then I'm just a 0, 0, 0.
Yeah, so I'm at a +1 because of -1 of attacking up a mountain, and it's a 2 on fire.
Good luck, you two.
All right, well, okay. You do some excellent damage back.
I do.
All right, so there's a fire phase. So
Combat worksheet. Where'd I put that?
is France at Arquebus yet?
Yeah.
Yes, France is at Arquebus.
Everyone is
Okay.
Arquebus except Russia.
Except for Russia.
I think if Russia was at Arquebus, the steps would have exploded on that previous turn.
Absolutely.
By sheer weight of numbers, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
So I rolled it. I
A full
got my
two
class
stack.
30-10.
A full two stack of Russian armies at Arquebus has like 34 fire.
All right, so 10 on C is 3 morale. First off, I'm assuming that you're got veteran forces over
Yeah,
here.
these are all veteran forces, and your Army B is conscript on your end because they were
Okay.
defectors.
Army B is.
Yeah,
Rebel B?
Army B is all conscript.
Unfortunately, they are. That's the one I just let some dudes behind for, which means that they are. They're less than half of the army, so this is a veteran army.
Okay.
Okay, so they've got. You take 15 damage.
All right, and then I got an 8, which is sorry, I'm filling out
30% in 1 morale.
Yeah, 30% 1 morale. I'm filling out the combat worksheet.
That's fair.
On 30% on. You take 4.
That doesn't sound right. I think we have the same amount of infantry.
I have 39 infantry.
Yeah, and remember that the artillery on these are still doubled for damage.
Okay, I'm getting a fire value of 12.
So yeah, 13 plus.
Well, I'm seeing that you would have 20 fire just for those infantry, so...
Yeah. you
Okay,
could have
so
25 just for
yeah,
damage. There's
Did
something
you not
wrong with
update the
going
tech value on that worksheet?
that would probably be it.
Yeah. Just raise that to 3.
on. Yeah, you actually do 11 damage, it looks like. Because you do 30% of that. Yeah, well, 10 damage. You do 10 damage.
10, yeah, 10 down. Okay, there we go. That updated it.
Okay, that turns
And-
that into an army minus.
And you said I take how much?
15.
15. Okay.
I'm trying to kill your king here, for what it's worth.
Yep.
If there's any, it's both in character that the rebels want the king dead, and also you want the
Just
king
being a
dead.
good neighbor.
Yeah.
All right. Now for shock.
Now
And
I'm at a +4 here, which I think, given that we're on B, means it's very unlikely that I'm not going to win this fight. But
plus
do as
4,
much damage back.
-1 because mountain.
Right? Good point. +3, and you're at just a D10. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ, Doc.
I'm not trying to hurt France. I
God.
genuinely am not.
All right.
These are just the dice roll the numbers that they are, and unfortunately, I'm the one controlling the rebels.
Okay. How much am I taking?
It's
Good.
a lot.
Yeah.
At least the cav isn't doubled. This is on B.
75% of shock.
That's 51 damage.
Jesus.
Yeah, there go all your infantry.
Is that your dampened shock or your...
That's the dampened shock.
Yes.
Are these army sizes right? They do use the just generic Latin armies, don't they?
They use... They're identical to French armies.
Okay.
They're
so
French
that means that your army
armies.
plus is 26, 10, 4.
Yeah, 26, 10, 4.
Well, if you get the good numbers behind your dice, you can really do a lot of damage, French armies.
Yep.
Yeah, that's 51 damage.
That's kind of why France is having the revolution right now, because otherwise France would be dominating the rest of us.
Yep.
I think
guess-
that was
hey,
probably a
guess what?
major victory for the rebels. Oh my. That wiped your stack?
That wiped both stacks.
And the
Okay,
king
yeah.
gets. Well, hang on. Did you roll the injury roll for the king yet?
I haven't
Wait.
yet.
How
He is
did
bad
I
dead.
stacks? You had 80 dudes in there.
No, one of those was a minus.
Oh.
Well, the good news is by having both of his armies wiped out, he's at like a -5 for the not dying roll.
No, this is actually really, really bad. The king isn't killed, he's captured.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, no, the king can still die of injury.
Fair. I mean, we'll see how that goes, but if he doesn't die, he is captured. And
He is bad
things occur.
dead.
Now, all you have to do is get injured, and he actually is dead because he's got 0 maneuverability. You can't actually have him survive. You'd have to roll the
No,
one.
no,
to
it's
have
a
him
different
survive.
thing. It's a
Oh,
odd
right,
or
the even odd. God
Do
damn it. I keep on
leader
doing that.
injury at -6.
All right,
Very
injury has
injured.
occurred.
Get
All
those
right.
odds.
Is bad dead.
Odd.
He's bad dead.
Odd.
Bad is dead!
That is dead!
There you go. There's something
king-
at least.
The king is dead. Long live the king.
And then the
For just
revolution
nothing.
stopped, and everybody was happy.
Everyone
Everybody
is
went
happy
home.
about it.
The-
Two sieges
Yeah.
have to happen here.
You have to also lose 2 stability for your king dying,
Yep.
and
That's
then 1
fine.
stability for a major victory loss.
Yeah, if
Major
they had
loss,
been,
yeah.
if their entire force had been defeated but they lived, they would be captured, and you would owe a 200 ducat ransom next as a redeployment.
No, immediately.
phase.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. That
Which
would,
I don't think you could pay.
That would
which
be a
means you
bad-
that
go
would be
bankrupt.
No, I would.
Yes.
No, because Loon gave me 50 ducats, I would be able to pay it.
Well, you saved a lot of money by switching to dead.
Yeah, it's a good thing that your king died for a number of different reasons.
Yep. Do
So
I
at least there's that. That's the one upside for me rolling 2 8s in a row.
do I immediately roll an air door, or do I just not have a king till next
You
turn?
don't have a king for until next turn. I think is that I
Yeah.
work.
Okay.
You don't have anything right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
when the
that-
succession rolls around, you will establish something.
Okay.
In chat, yes, this is the Catholics winning the fight, but number one, England and I are going to be swatting
Yeah.
out the fires in the north, and two, the Catholics winning one major victory is enough of a price to pay to get rid of King Bad. King Bad has
Yep.
been ruining France for a while now.
It's true. France has stagnated so hard because of a 3-3-3 ruler.
No,
It's
no, they're
really
not 3-3-3.
It was a 4-6-3.
4-6-3 still. But yeah.
But also, I had no diplomacy to work with, so it was pretty much a 4-3-3.
yeah, for what you've needed to be doing lately, you've basically had a completely worthless ruler.
Yep.
All right,
All right,
so
I'm gonna go take a nap. See y'all later.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is okay. Burgundy is a size 1. All right, and there's only a single
So it's a minus
attachment
1.
here. Yeah, and then the other one. This is a size 1 on a. I do absolutely have the cannon necessary for this.
I think that's
8
just
cannons,
no. It's gonna be a
actually.
+1 because you got geese. Oh wait, you need to see if geese dies.
Oh, that's true. I do. Good point.
Is Geese dead?
Roll that one. Damn
No,
it.
Geese is
Damn.
fine. Okay. And what?
If Geese had died killing the king, it would have been pretty awesome.
This is actually. Yeah, they're both -1. It ends up working out, I think.
Okay.
No,
I
it's
congratulate
yeah, -1 on both of
congratulate
these.
Keith on being the king of fighters.
Yep, they're both -1.
All right.
Status quo in Burgundy, plus on Auvergne. Okay. Now Spain is done.
France.
France.
Huh?
We double tapped, but yeah. Hey,
Uh,
France. How's France?
Montmorency and Gregula are going to retreat into over
Brittany?
here, out of the way,
Into Brittany.
into Brittany.
What about
That's
Little
a fair-
Stabber?
Little Stabber is going to stand over here because I can't.
Oh,
there
the
and
surviving French generals are having a think.
A party and then a think.
As is my admiral.
You're gonna combine any of these to make it an army so they don't have stacking
These are-
violation limits?
They're generals. There's
these
no
are
units
generals.
here.
They're all
I have
gen-
no units.
I thought those were
Oh,
detachments.
shit.
I'm sorry. Oh
Nope.
no!
Oh,
No.
yeah. You killed everything.
I killed everything in
The
a
You
entire
killed the
French army
entire
was on that
Loyalist
mountain.
army in one fight.
A
Oh
third,
my goodness!
a third of my forces defected to your side. No, more because one of my forces was a minus.
France, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to apologize to Sana after this, just like by association.
Oh no. France literally can't do anything else. So
Hang in there, buddy.
Don't
I'm-
worry, help is on the way.
I'm
Technically,
coming. Hold
that's-
on. I have to beat up a bunch of Danes first.
technically, I don't have to pay a whole lot of money. That was just a passive campaign.
Oh,
I almost,
No,
I
that's
almost
free.
feel bad.
Those guys don't count as actual movement.
yeah.
That's free.
France passes.
So yeah.
I almost feel
Oh,
bad for making Portugal war go on so long.
Hey, can we see if the weather's bad or not, Mr.
Check for
Forerunner?
weather.
Check for bad.
How
Well,
is
bad
weather?
is dead. Check for other bad.
As bad ascended to
Clear
the sky.
skies.
Clear skies still okay.
All right, so
Denmark?
Denmark does nothing. Denmark is going to just wait.
My king
Den-
saying, come fight this!
Yeah, across 3 or 4 straits. No, I think I'm good.
I met these guys up here, but that's okay.
They're in a mountain fortress. They're even better.
Fuck.
I don't know. We have recent news about mountains.
True. So
It turns
Denmark.
out they're really easy to just stomp up and then kill everyone on top of it with nothing going back their way. It's weird.
I think
See,
mathematically.
Geese has been studying under the Khan. Geese knows how to charge a mountain.
Yeah, so the only way this revolt suppression in Champagne can fail is if I roll a natural 1, and I don't.
Actually, hang on. Geese has charged up mountains before. He charged up Genoa.
That's
Yes.
true. Yeah, Geese is practice at
learned.
this. Yeah.
And
Old
over
man
in...
Geese came out of retirement to start a civil war.
Yep, so the revolt is suppressed. Meanwhile, over in the rest of the world, over in the Bay of Bengal, I will be exploring the Bay of Bengal. And that is just at a -5 again, because I don't think the stacking penalty Does the stacking penalty apply only when you're doing more than one at once, or if it's like on the entire outing before you go back to a home?
The
port?
rolling penalty is per check.
Okay.
If you're scanning
So,
things
yeah.
one at a time, one per round, one per move action, then you are doing at base.
Yeah, so if you're going to do the Bay of Bengal, that's just the straight
That's-
-5.
Yep. Okay. That is a decent amount of boats, but I don't know if that is
That's an
That
S
is-
star.
S star. That is a
is
check for
your-
murder.
Yes.
So that is a unmodified roll, if I remember
Yep,
correctly.
and you got to get a 5 or less.
I'm
You're
good.
fine. You lose a couple ships though.
All right,
As
so
somebody
I
who's done a lot of
success.
exploration, I recommend getting those maps back at this point.
Getting the what now?
Getting the maps back.
Oh, yeah, okay. Fair enough. Can I actually do return back after the explorers? Or that
No,
next
no,
next-
no. You
Okay,
have to wait till
yeah,
next
then
time.
yeah, I'm done with my round then.
Angler.
Okay. Tim and the Pirate Punchers are going to move down to the East Indian Ocean to explore that. I'm declaring everything first before I actually do any rolls. The combined Saxon Hanover army is going to march up into Jutland. King Edward is actually going to take the majority of his force into Vostergotland and leave behind a detachment of 10 dudes, with General Jimmy to take care of that. I will move a detachment over. I moved the wrong leader. Excuse me. Change it there. And, these guys move up to here. Swedish roll is going to move over and cover this. There, and then Drake is going to pick up the major fleet, go pick up Seymour in my 3rd army, and then drop them off in this place right here. Oh, wait, no, that would be a multi-campaign. No, they're going to drop them off next to that place, excuse me. Don't feel like spending too much money right now. Shut up.
The
And then I'll
economy.
move my 3rd admiral over to the 3 Scotland ships, so they don't have to roll for attrition because I'm in a difficulty 1C. So his 3 maneuverability is acceptable for that. Okay, I think that's all my movement. So first things first, let's do the exploration. Exploration's good. How was that? And now let's do the fight. So, okay, I'm up against the Conj. What is he?
Oh, Garbage Kong. He is garbage. Is what I remember. Let me do this. Oh, right. I didn't. He's a 1-2-1. I didn't get into his numbers.
I think it's actually on
circle.
his. Yeah, if you click on his.
Yeah, I put it. I put it on his description, not in his numbers, because I didn't update it. That. Yeah, he's a 1-2-1.
All right, before combat starts, I'm going to use a card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use Ruse, a clever ruse, and I'm going to use the final option on it, which is leader gets a +2 for fire or shock for 1 land or sea value. So I'm going to give that to my leader down there to make him a 3/4/4. And I'm rolling this with his maneuver ability bonus onto it, which is a +3. Yeah, he's got it. So it succeeds. He is now a 3/4/4 for this combat.
I'm sure glad. I hope you're glad that you are using these diabolical tricks on a pile of garbage that happens to have a general star on it.
I want to murder them in 1 move.
You managed to ruse the man who sent half his army to die in the ocean. As his
Really didn't
Astounding.
take that much to do. So he's a 1/2/1, you said? So I'm at a +2 on this first.
Yeah, the British can't get us. Boats can't get on land. We're fine.
All right, that's my fire.
All right.
So that would be 5%.
5% of those.
Denmark built its strategy based on a map that was 100 years out of date.
You take 2 damage.
It did not
You
account
also
for
take 2
the
damage.
Longland.
Denmark built a strategy on the concept of you can't move across land.
Really? I take 2 damage from that? Damn.
5% of 12 is 0.6, and they have a single cannon. Or no, no, hang on.
There are
I think I just take 1.
They take 1, yeah.
Okay. And then how many cav do you have? I'm pretty
2.
sure I've got more than... Yes, I have more than double. So this is going to be at a +4 for me.
Have fun.
I didn't. That kind of sucks.
Damage
It's a
numbers,
draw.
though.
Welcome
Yeah,
to the turn of actually War with Miners sucks fucking ass and is impossible to win.
I mean, it's still gonna hurt a little bit. You take 7
Man.
back.
Yeah, I take 7 back.
Yep.
You take. What is even? Which column is this again? I'm sorry, I was laughing too hard.
This is 50%, so it's 50% on B.
50% on B
And you
is.
have a shock of 18, so I take
Yes,
9.
yep, 9. Yep.
Oh no, I took exactly enough to have that detachment sitting over there fill up what's left to come right back in. Such a shame.
Well, now you have to withdraw from combat.
Indeed I do. At a -4. Now I'll roll high. I did not roll high. I still take 10% though. Which I will work out here in a second. In fact, I'll just... No, they'll just go right back to there. I think that just means... I lose 5 guys. Okay, took care. Taken care of. And now, I siege. This is for Jimmy. Jimmy gets a minus added onto that. Man, I cannot roll high today. And then this is for the king, which is rolling at a +3. Which is a plus. Okay. That makes me feel slightly better. All right. That sucked. But whatever. That's what happens. That is the end of my turn.
See, your critical mistake was using legitimate military strategy against a complete idiot that wouldn't respond the way you could predict.
By the way, are you going to get rid of that revolt in Flanders?
You can eat that?
Oh shit, right, that's still there. I'll get that next turn.
Don't forget to siege down in France.
Yeah,
I know,
no, I still have my
Revengeance
own
army is
military.
back there.
Yeah. So, like, I'm not gonna be ditching you, it's just I moved these guys off of that suppression because I didn't remember it was there, and there were a lot of tokens.
Time of Russia.
All right. So understanding how movement works correctly, I hope. All armies are going to move into the Husky territory. So they're gonna take a General Ermac. You go down there. That way they're out of your all. Conquistador Ermac, please. I gotta call him by his proper title. Ermac +1. A forged Ermac.
Conquistadors can't come back into Europe, unfortunately.
He never left.
Your
Well,
Mac
I mean,
was
no,
out
they're
there on
not-
the world map the whole time.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you can't use him, unfortunately, for the fight in the steppe.
Oh, no. They're
Luby's
moving
also
into
fighting
Husky.
the other war.
I'm also fighting Siberia. He's moving into Siberia.
Mhm.
Okay. They're going to move to Ural. And then move down. Are they still wet because they technically cross a river?
I believe that is the
Yes.
case. So you would need to delay if you want this to be a dry fight.
I don't
You can do an attack in this. You can do
just
attack
fight
in
while
the
they
rest of the
again.
world, and then wait until fighting in the steppes until the next round.
I just want the steps to be dead.
Then go fight the steppes. You can do it. I believe in you.
I'm fighting the steps. Roll, General. Don't roll like a fucking ridiculous one this time.
Let's see who we get.
1, 3, 3.
Acceptable.
You say this now.
I get not... Well, I still get -1. Alright. Shock.
Well, fire.
Well, yeah, fire. Which is what I meant, but I said shock. Doesn't matter. You yell at me.
Yeah, so none damage and 2 morale.
And you take 1 damage. I don't even need to look at the thing. You took 1 damage. All right. Shock at a
Ow,
neutral.
shock.
No, -1 because it's -2.
No, hold on a sec. What is your shock, Nudie?
4.
Yeah, then it is a -1. You're right.
Yes.
You have 1 point of advantage over this rando.
That might do it.
5 is probably enough.
It's 10%.
All right. So now I have to go do the math.
Well, how many dudes do you have?
Yeah, I gotta go do the math. Russia can't just look at its numbers and know what's going on. Okay. Cannons count as 1 for shock,
Cannons are worth 2 for shock.
even if they're wet.
Yes. The
Okay.
damp reduces their fire, but not their shock.
Not just running the cannon into the guy.
So 9 damage coming out of the step stack.
Times 0.1. 10 damage. One of those detachments are gone.
One of those detachments
God.
is gone.
Do you do any morale damage back, Loon?
1 morale additional. So
You broke him.
No, wait. I have 4 morale. I have 3
You
morale.
have 3 morale.
Man.
You're Renaissance.
Phil, this feels stupid.
step lives.
You broke my morale, but I killed one of your things. How does that count?
So that is a victory for the step, despite they have morale
Right.
and you don't.
Right. All right. Victory for the step. I retreat. And I took how much damage?
9.
So at -4.
No, not at a -4.
Minus
You're-
1.
you were broke.
Since you are routed this time.
So just a D10.
-1. You're moving into friendly territory.
Oh, that feels bad. All right, cool. And what
That's
table
not
is this
great
on?
for numbers, yeah.
What table is this on?
7.
7.
20%. 30%. 30%.
I will figure that out at another point in time.
You also need to roll with a -1 for Ivan surviving. He's fine.
It's fine. That only makes it a 1 in 5 chance of injury, as opposed to anything particularly nasty.
That's it for Russia.
It's a pretty good turn for Russia.
Was it?
You did damage to the steep, even if you did lose the fight. You know, it's fine. You've run them down to like almost all dudes. You're gonna be able to take them
Coming
out
at
next
you.
turn.
You're gonna take them
Oh.
out now, because they're coming at
Okay.
you. Also, Siberia's
Fight.
coming at you.
All right.
We're gonna do these fights.
Well, we're in the woods. Let's do steps first. I'm not wet.
Correct. You are dry and in the woods, and General 8 is
Same
back.
leader. Preston is luck. I got this.
All right. So this is at a +3. 1 damage.
None damage.
But 2 morale.
1 morale in that case.
Very good. As it should be. My frustration is less with the people I'm losing, just how long this war is taking. I'm feeling what Doc is
Same.
feeling, except my numbers are way different. A whole other stratosphere.
Nashak, how about you?
Our numbers are way different in two different stratospheres. You realize that I've been at war for every single turn for the past 10 turns.
Yes.
Spain has not experienced peace for, I want to say roughly 70 years in game.
It's 10%.
Yeah, that's going to do it then. 10% was.
Oh, no.
There's only
wait.
8
Before he
health
took all
left
his
in
atrophy
there.
damage.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
How much shock you
real
got
quick.
left?
Hold up. It's not the end of the war.
Remember that when you retreat and you're routed, the damage goes to cannons first.
No, that's pursuit damage, not attrition damage.
Which
Never
wasn't
mind,
rolled,
okay.
but whatever. Yeah, Loon should have done pursuit, but who cares?
Alright, hold up. I gotta do math. I apologize for this. 55 plus 2 plus 6 plus 5 equals divided by, or times 0.3. Sorry. Cancel. This is probably an army. Just an army. Not plus at this point. Yeah. Yeah, weird. There's an army minus in the Russian army. What a weird state to be in. And then this should be down to 1 forest, so we don't get the cav bonus, right?
Yeah, Cav are worth 1 shock right now.
Okay. Cannons are still 2 though?
Yes.
Okay. 25. Yep. 8 damage.
Exact. They're dead.
No. Dope.
See, there you go. You're in a good
was,
position now.
I was actually looking at the stack, and you still had them labeled as 5 and 5. Okay.
Loon's keeping most of his stuff off
Yeah.
the board.
Um.
Oh
How
yeah,
much did I
the
actually
notes that are in theirs aren't accurate. Those are residue from the fact that
how
I've
much did I
copied
end
and
up
pasted
taking
these.
from that? As a sum?
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, right. You got a 4.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, a 4 on B is 5%.
Or wait, 4 on B is 5%. So
Probably 1 damage.
yeah, a whole damage.
All right. Down to 9 inf. All right. Ivan. Survival check on Ivan. Ivan's fine.
Now
All right,
the other
now.
fight.
Ivan, I feel like, should have leveled up at this point. He has been in wars constantly for the last 10 years.
Big fight.
Okay, big fight. There's
Siberian half army.
entirely too much. All right, so I'm going to move my... Nope, that's Husky. I'm going to move...
Yeah, let's go up onto the margin here.
We've zoomed in to get the better analysis of the fight going on here, and I'm just going to slide the Explorer down here. That way he's not overlapping. Okay.
You're a max of 566?
He's he's an extremly good conquistador. He is card.
There is a reason I held onto that card for like 4 fucking turns to +1 Ermac.
Alright, so
Yeah.
Chief will be firing neutral.
Ermac will be firing at a +5.
+5 is pretty good, isn't it?
All right, 14.
I think you broke them. Yes, you do 4 morale.
That is the first 4 morale hit of the game, I think.
I believe so. Yeah.
That's
I
max
don't think there's-
damage.
This is the first time anyone has ever rolled max damage. Cortez probably would have done this at some point during the Aztec War if
Alright,
he
so
wasn't
you will
murdered.
be winning this battle.
Is an
Wait,
understatement.
How much
How much-
cannon damage do you
How much
do?
damage do you get out of your cannons?
4.
4 times 75%, so 3. 3 damage.
Wait, this is on B, right? No, it's on
It's
C.
on
This
C.
is still on C.
Yeah.
If this was on B, this actually wouldn't have been full morale because
Yep.
B has more person damage but less morale.
But you get to
So-
pursue them at least.
4 damage noted to do a pursuit attack.
That's going to be at a +1.
Yeah, and it's shock damage on column E.
Do you have
Using
more than
maneuver.
double? Does the Cav pay into this, or is that only on shock?
That's only on shock.
All right.
Also, there's
am I
many
rolling-
horses in here.
Am I rolling mobility minus mobility?
Yeah. Maneuver
Okay, so
duel.
it's Hello.
Hello.
That's a ton of damage on the. Wow.
40% of your
column
shock
E.
damage.
You probably kill them.
All right, time to figure out. By the way, we're on the plains. Hello. How much fire damage? Did you do any fire damage today?
No, they don't have.
Joe,
any-
you're about to take the full brunt of Russian armies because I'm at full strength right now on both of these armies. All right, feeling way better about this fight though.
I think they're dead.
I think
Okay,
this is the
so
most
They did have
damage.
a tiny scrap of infantry, so let me just.
time.
I thought we figured out that they were actually supposed to be not arquebuss.
Populace aren't arquebuss. I think the proper army that shows up are.
Oh, gotcha.
2
Okay.
damage came back at you during fire,
All right, then
and now everything goes wrong. Everything goes
Okay.
right.
everything goes right for Russia. Okay, so this is the army power at full power because we're on plains. So that's 162
hmm And a nice
So
clean
40%
40%
of
of that.
times 0.4,
65.
65 damage.
65 damage on pursuit is quite interesting.
It's
of a
quite
damage.
capable.
Yeah.
So
I'm guessing they're dead?
That's everything, yes.
all right, major
There were-
victory for Russia.
There were 31 strength left in
God.
there, and now there is none strength left in there.
All right, so Russia. All right. Also, that was a normal victory for Russia on that second fight against the Steppes, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that
He's a victory. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, so that's okay. And then
Is
hopefully
Chief
the
dead?
Chief explode. Maybe
Is
Quantum
Chief
state.
dead?
Chief's dead.
Chief's dead. So that's another point in your favor.
okay, cool. All right,
You just
so
get to go
Russia,
murdering the populace.
major victory. I'm gonna put
don't
this
feel
down.
good
NPC
about
army,
saying that.
NPC detachment, and NPC leader killed.
I'm really glad that Russia's catching up to the rest of us in war crimes.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
didn't
we
really
have-
take him long in the scope of things.
Really didn't.
Kid
Turn
learns
one.
fast.
Turn 1.
It at least took me a couple of rounds of combat before I betrayed the revolution and shot the peasant militia in the back of the head.
Which, conveniently, you didn't do this round, so they're okay for right now.
Yeah,
Let's,
it's a work in progress.
What's this we stuff? France has never committed a war crime.
And then the much like an RPG party, the armies will compress down to a singularity down here again. God, every time I see 566, it's just yeah, yeah.
It's
Ermac's,
really good.
Ermac's pretty all right.
Really wish I got
Speaking
that
of, does Ermac get injured from that fight?
Oh yeah, let's see if Ermac injury. Ermac's fine.
Got a suspicion that I won't need to use these Siberian army tokens anymore.
Probably not. We'll see how quickly this turns
The
out.
phase could end before we get there.
Well, they don't get reinforcements, so
Oh, yes.
even if
okay,
you're
yes.
extending this war, it's now just you versus the tribes inhabiting those 3 provinces.
Is that it for Russia?
That wasn't Russia.
That was my turn.
Is that it for Turkey?
That is it.
Everything went bad on Turkey's turn. These 2 wars.
Okay. So what is occurring here is that Spain is going to march into Tago, wipe the last of their army by default, giving me a victory, and the siege will begin in a moment here.
Oh, that's right. I have to move my marker over for major victory.
Get your stab.
Back up to 2.
The oddman part of this turn is the dragon is enjoying his provincial vacation.
Mhm. So that's 2 sieges that are going to be going on over there.
It would cost you 20 gold to move back.
It cost
I'm
as
gonna-
much to send the convoy here as it pays me to deliver the convoy.
I'm going to explore Panama. It's gonna happen. I'm sending the other free mission I got this turn because I had the mission card. That way.
Are you going to siege?
He's
Yeah,
doing the movement
I'm
first.
doing movement first.
Okay.
Yes! Unambiguous success.
Yep.
Bear got bored and went home.
I
You did
I
it.
understand what Panama is next combat round when they come back.
Yeah.
Bear was just entirely full.
Well, nobody really understands what Panama is.
France does.
It just had an
France-
entire buffet.
It's
tray of
very skinny.
dictionaries.
France is an entire, like, fleet building, like an entire port in Panama.
It's pretty neat.
It-
Oh man, there's so many more places that I need to explore to actually get down to the Inca. Goddamn.
Yup.
Anyway,
You should just landfall there.
Yeah, you
It's
could
way
always just make
easier.
a fresh landing in Peru.
I could. It's just that's it. I'll probably do that when it's when I'm more in the interest of actually attacking them. Getting a land route down would also be really nice. Being able to walk all the way from the Incan colony.
The doubled
all the way to-
movement costs, though, all the way down.
I know. I'm just saying. Anyway. Right. Now the sieges happen.
Now sieges. Oh, and the French rebels. Well, I guess they're just standing around doing their sieges.
Yeah.
well.
This land detachment's gonna be joining up with in Burgundy, and they're gonna be combining to become an army minus, I guess.
They could just say it's 2 detachments.
They could do that as well. Yeah, let's just leave them do that. That's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
the only real thing that happened.
I have added a tracker until France dies.
Oh, good.
Fair enough. Okay, so. Oh, I should be keeping track of the rebel war score, shouldn't I?
Yeah, don't worry
It-
about that just yet.
There's no actual like peace negotiation, but yeah, for points.
Yeah, for victory points. You beat an army plus and an army minus. That's
Actually,
the big thing.
among the things that I found while diving through the rest of the event text there, you can try to get a truce with the rebels
Yep.
as though they were any other minor country. So they continue holding their territory,
I
but
could just
are no longer in hot revolt until you redeclare the rebellion.
or the event gets rolled again. Yep.
Yes. You can hit snooze on the Civil War.
You
I'm
declare
considering
peace,
it.
And then they just declare, no, actually, we're still fighting.
That can happen.
Come fight this. All right. Siege.
Yeah, alright,
Sieges.
sieges. I believe that it is. The
So I
one
think
in-
you got a
Fort-
plus
Fort Doris.
1 on the top one now?
Yeah, this
It's
is a
plus 2, I
one.
believe.
No, it's
No,
plus
plus
1.
Yeah,
Plus
usually
one.
it's gonna be plus 2 next time. Yeah.
What's going on?
Okay, gonna go for it. Well, actually, no, I'm not. I'm just
That
gonna
is
take.
not a good idea.
With
Yeah,
only 20 people? Bad.
with only 20 and no general. So yeah, just gonna go ahead and take the other plus, and we'll.
No, it's not a plus. It's a breach. It's only a plus 2 as
Yeah,
opposed to a plus 3.
a breach is a different result.
So
Okay,
it's a plus
so
B.
all right, and then the other one. Two. Okay, the other one's gonna be is new. I have to actually write these new ones down. For level 3, it is clear terrain. There's no open port. I believe
Is
I've
that
got
just
full
flat?
cannons.
It might just be flat. The jump from 1 to 2 is gigantic, but the jump from 2 to 3 isn't much.
Yep, it's flat.
Yeah, the big
As a
thing that
minus.
fort levels add is increasing how many cannon you need for the overkill from artillery.
That is a minus.
So plus and a breach, and then a minus over here, and the one over here, which now has a plus attached to it, becomes a 3? Yeah, it's a. No, it's plus 2. It's plus 2.
There you go.
All right, now that they're gonna do the breach, and they're gonna attack in.
Fort in.
Yes, fort in.
Go in.
Right. So firing into a fort.
So you're at a +1, I think.
Bradway has stepped away at some point.
I have returned.
All right, you're back.
Yeah, so the breach is happening in Auvergne.
There is an
so-
assault on a fort.
Yes.
I just roll straights.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I roll +1 because of
Yeah. You're rolling +1 on column E.
Mm.
7,
Breach in the,
10%.
the soldiers.
and I need to fight and do 10 damage here. That's how that's
Yes.
Yeah. No. That's only level 1 fort and there, right?
Yeah, I only have level
Oh,
1.
so only
So
5.
it's
Yeah.
5.
I do 4 damage with that, so we do go into
Jesus
shock.
Christ. French armies are very real.
Yep.
And this is at +3.
Hell's
Okay.
heart
Well, all right.
stab at me.
He's dead.
I do a damage.
Yeah, you do a damage, and that's pretty good.
Go
From
ahead.
Hell's Heart and so on.
Go ahead and
Please.
paint that problem pink.
Something about you do 1 damage and that's good.
Please
I have
tell me
to-
that 1 damage hit Geese in the forehead and he dies from the assault.
Yep, let's check. No,
Damn
he's
it.
fine.
Fall off your horse!
No.
All right, the South French rebels link up through the mountain.
How did you draw the The-
When you draw a regular shape, there's 2 color fields. The second one is fill.
Yeah,
Alright, I'll
I've
go
actually got
ahead
it
and
going. It's,
draw it.
I've got it.
Oh, you do?
And is
Okay.
that everything you need to take care of?
There is another fort, I think.
Oh, yeah, this one.
Yeah, Burgundy is
Yeah,
doing.
Burgundy Siege.
Oh,
They're
right.
just. I believe they're still at the minus.
Yeah,
Minus
they
1, yeah.
Champagne is actually not released until I siege down the fort. Okay.
Status quo. All right, now
Yo,
we're done.
England, you might want to double time it.
Moving. I can't move that fast. I'm sorry. I have another war I'm trying to do at the same time. France's turn.
France passes.
France is incapable of acting.
I'm not even allowed to explore.
Test for. All right, we're continuing into round 3.
All right.
Test for weather.
Yep. Let's see. Bad weather.
Swamp is
Weather is
here.
bad.
That's
All
okay.
right.
All right. First and foremost, I am getting my ships the hell out of here in the bad. Wait, hang on.
You're going to run
no.
the hurricane?
You could
Run it.
stay
What?
at my port that you have access to.
Yeah. No, I will be.
Spice
you-
Revolution
Spice-
is open.
Right. That still means I have to cross an ocean zone to get to it.
Yeah, but you're only crossing what counts as a 2
All right.
with
Bad weather
a
is
-3.
+2 on the dice.
So -5 +2 to a -3. That might be percentage?
I think it's either percentage or nothing. I need to look again.
On the 2 table?
Column 2, that's nothing.
Yeah, columns
Oh, I'm
percent.
thinking of column 7. I'm sorry. Never mind. You're fine.
Oh, column 2. Yeah, no, fine. So yeah, I will be parking at the Spice Revolution because bad weather.
Fucking welcome.
Yeah, no, thank you, man.
That's why I'm here.
Meanwhile, Denmark continues to scream, incomprehending of its own ability to fend off the English for more than a year. Back in France, I will begin the siege of Champagne. That is a level 2 fort in there, or is that a level 1?
They're all hang on.
North France is lightly fortified.
Also,
You can
you
always
might want
move
to
your
take
stuff
care
around
of
and find where the dot is.
Flanders.
Also, yeah, Flanders.
Flanders? No, I will be moving Revengeance as well once I initiate the siege.
Champagne is a level 2.
It is
Champagne is a level 2. I think I still outclass it with a... Yes, my artillery is still double that, so... Calculator says that, so... Okay.
That's an honors.
Take it. Take it. Take it.
Do
Take it.
the
Take it.
French
Take it.
rebels
Take it.
surrender
Take it.
that
Take it.
fort?
They take the honors.
Take it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Alright.
So I'm gonna put down one,
Two guys.
two guys.
Well, one
Right,
detachment of 2 dudes.
And they get put into a the nearest.
So either Ile-de-France or the other one.
Yeah.
Did the
And then
France
Revengeance
do-
will be going up to Flandre. Hang on.
Can't
Pigment.
find you the France. I'm dumb.
Pigment is
It
the one in
is my
charge.
capital.
Right there. Okay, yeah.
3.
Sorry, de France.
Mhm.
They're just gonna redraw these as separate provinces. They can be more easily
Alright.
deleted.
Flanders is reduced to a minus.
Yep.
Relay and
And let's see, boats, suppression, punching the siege down. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's my turn.
Okay. Mine?
Yep.
Okay. Seymour's gonna move into there. My Hanover forces, after getting a stern talking to from across the ocean, are gonna try to march back into.
What do you mean Garbage Kong beat you?
How many guys does he have left now? Like 8?
8.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
See, the problem is the
Uh,
ruse was too elaborate and backfired.
Yeah.
Came up with a
and
zany
then-
scheme when they should have just formed up and marched.
When they just should have shot him.
And then Tim will head back over there. So this is at a -3. Tim's fine. Thank you, Tim, for eating that 1. I'm going to do the revolt. Is that a minus revolt? It is a minus revolt there. His maneuverability, I believe this is a 2, so this is a +6. Alright, that revolt is taken care of. I'll take care of the siege on the next round. And then now we do the fight and jolt. So, alright, I don't have the special bonus, so he's just a 3-4-2 this time, so I think I'm at a +2 on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're flat. Cool. I do a little bit of damage at least. There? Anything in return?
Oh, sorry. Was distracted by cat.
Of course.
Yeah. So you take
the
one
cat.
damage.
The cat strategy.
You take 3 damage? 2 damage, sorry.
2 damage. All right.
And then for shock, it's the same thing. Alright, that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll wipe me out at the very least.
Yeah, how much damage do I take in return now?
Looks like
Probably a couple?
2.
Okay. Alright. Wipe them out. Well, you need to see if the general dies.
Oh, right. Well, technically, he could teleport over to the mountain fortress. Yes. -5 for a stack
6.
wipe. 6.
Oh,
Okay.
and then
Garbage Kong lives.
injured
Incomprehensibly.
for 2 rounds, though.
Yep.
Okay, and that's
He
a
will
level
live
2
in the sea.
fort. I have that. So, yeah, okay.
I'm assuming also that a level 3 fort has 15 damage you need to do in the breach.
Yes.
Yeah.
15
I
dudes.
imagine that would be the case. Once we
Or
go
if
50,
you just decide to go in, 60.
Really?
Yeah, if you don't breach, they count as times 20 as opposed to times 5.
Oh, neat.
Okay, that's an upgrade.
Yeah. We're actually at the point now that if you wanted to on a level 1 fortress,
Yeah,
you could just
could
attack
just
right
raw
away.
assault a level 1 fortress reasonably with
Armies. and
full
attack.
armies.
Sorry, I'm just writing out all this stuff at once. So
Mhm.
bonus 6. +6 on that.
I didn't know you could do that. I thought sieging had to happen. I'm gonna be real.
I mean, it's been a really bad idea until now.
Wait, I'm sorry, I zoned out. What can you do besides sieging?
You can assault a fortress that you haven't breached. It's just much more difficult.
Oh, okay. It's just a bad
Walk
idea.
in
Yeah.
and storm a fortress immediately and take it.
Also,
in
I
one
assume
round.
that if you lose, then you do get knocked back as if it was a regular battle.
Probably.
You don't have to keep going.
Or did they
All right.
close the doors on you, as it would be logical?
Okay. That is it for England.
Oh, you also don't get to bring cavalry with you in an assault flat out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assault
it's
is
just
only
your
infantry and
infantry and
artillery.
cannon. So going up against
Russian
level 3
assaults,
forts. Yeah.
though.
Oh yeah, level 2 forts are also they're 40. They are times 20 if you just assault.
Anyway, that is it for me. On to you, Russia.
Russia. Okay, starting the siege and moving into Siberia would be a multi-campaign, correct?
Rest of the world movement wouldn't count against that, now that there's no
Yeah,
units to fight.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Then
it-
yes.
yeah, because you're not fighting any player units out there, rest of the world movement fits into a smaller
Yeah.
campaign.
Moving into here. Oh, shoot, I should have gotten this ready ahead of time. Hold up, gotta do my sieging thing. Fort level 0. Non-clear. Yes. It's not non-clear.
You have a +3 here, bud. Because you're
Two
king.
Yes. Okay. 7. So that's a minus.
That's a plus.
That's a plus. Next time. +6. Okay. And by the way, I take that, and that's just unconditional. I get the land, right?
As soon as you have captured that place, it's over.
Yeah,
You've
you'll be
won.
able to force a surrender in the peace phase if you occupy it, since it's their only province.
Okay.
They are
Yep.
kind of a speed bump to you.
Ermac. At a +6 is destroying the populace. I have a +6 with Ermac. Jesus. Yes. That's more than 30 damage.
On fire?
Wait, what? No. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
right,
still
they
a
have to do the-
full fight.
Right, so on fire.
Gains, let's just label this 30.
Yeah.
That is 3
Right there.
morale.
And that would probably be what percentage is
They are considered conscript, so that is enough for a victory.
that? Oh,
So you do 2 damage because you have 2 cannon, right?
yes.
You do 2 damage and break them, and now you
And
can
yeah,
do.
you can pursue
chase
to
down.
deal more, but what's important here is you've won the fight.
Pursuit had a +5. They're dead.
Yeah, they're dead. Yeah, they're dead.
How
Yes,
much
I'm not gonna
damage
worry
do I
about that.
take from them? Oh, they don't have
Nothing.
fighters, so
They don't have infantry at all.
So
No
that's
infantry, no
10.
artillery.
10 is 40, and how much? Yeah, it's like 60 something. They're dead.
They're,
Yeah.
they're very
So
dead.
you have occupied that west province.
I
more to
will.
go.
Leave a mark on
will-
it.
Yeah, I'll take it. Oh, I'm on lines. That
It's
would that.
only 2 to move into that region for movement points, right?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, it's regular. That's it for Russia. Well,
Ottomans pass.
wait, hold up. Russia is going to do one more thing.
Alright, do your one more thing.
I'm going to take bad explorer and finally attempt to explore this one territory that I own. Okay, finally, it's the deed is done.
You're done. Okay.
He needs to walk back into the home territory, which is a free action next turn. Now Russia is done.
Spain.
Spain? Spain. Yeah, Spain move. Yeah, okay, Spain stuff. All right, so in the bad weather.
I
First
love
off,
Spain jobs.
Spain. I love Spain jobs. Yeah. Movement. This is going to cause attrition, but it's fine. Geese is invincible. Anyway.
That's a flat roll.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna do all the movement first. Mission is gonna be coming back home, and I mean it's doubled movement out here, right? And they're 15 normally, so actually this might be a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because it's bad
12?
weather.
Oh, yeah.
That actually is. They're not able to fully make it back, aren't they? Because all right, let me look at the bad weather things here. I think there actually is a reduction to leader movement ability in it, isn't there?
No?
No?
Then he would make it back. Because you actually have 20 movement as a leader.
Yeah, leaders on their own don't care about attrition. Generally,
Right.
and are unaffected by this.
Well,
Pashas
I mean-
have their move speed capped because Pashas cannot be forced to take attrition.
Okay, well, that's fine then. Movement is done, and knowledge of Panama has been, given. All right. Sieges will occur.
You know, I never really thought of the idea of just send the explorer back without any boats. He can't die.
You'd be leaving your boats without an explorer in dangerous waters, though.
Yeah, but the explorer gets
It's-
home. It's fine.
True.
It's way easier for conquistadors if you have a land route.
Yeah.
But all right, D10 back to so it's just D10, yeah, for that. All right, 5 on 7 because they're in hostile territory. I think that's 20% damage,
Might be 30.
30% damage.
Yeah, 30% of that army just disappears.
Wait, of who? What is
These rebels.
Oh, Rebels went up the mountain. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, they went over.
There we go.
Yeah. 30% of the army just vanishes, which is actually 18 dudes. Wow.
Wow.
Okay. So, all right, sieges now occur. First off, the one in Burgundy, which is still at status quo, but it has been 2 turns now. So
now
it is
plus
at-
1.
Yeah. Well, the duration goes 0, then +2 for getting to 2 turns. It's 0, 0, 2 is how it works out.
But it's level 1 fort's taking out a penalty of a -1. It's a level 1 fort, so there's always a -1 for the fort level.
Yeah, okay, that's right. It's a +1 now because of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 9 is a plus, right?
That's a plus.
9 is a plus.
So plus B.
On
Getting
Burgundy.
No, that's
Burgundy.
Burgundy.
He's doing the rebels first.
Yeah.
right.
New one for geese. This is a level 1
Flat?
fort. I
be
believe
flat?
this is flat. Yeah. It's got a
yeah, I
ton
think
of
so.
cannon and the +1 from for shock value. So.
Yeah.
Actually, given we just figured it out,
Geese does have
For
a
those
siege
viewing,
value.
those couple of
Yeah, I
like,
mean, he
OS
has a siege
beeps have
value.
been.
You roll the siege check
On
first,
my
and
side
then you
of
can see if
things.
you want to run in.
status quo.
I'm adjusting some things on the worksheets for future use.
Just leave it at that. And now the one over there, which this has been going for 2 turns now as well, and is a +B. I think it's at a +6.
It's at a very high number, yeah.
I have it written down here. It's at a +5, and the other one is at a plus
Now
plus
it's-
B.
Jesus Christ.
Eventually, you will defeat Portugal and be able to move on with your life.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall
Okay,
down.
that attack is happening over there in the 431.
Yeah.
Breach has occurred. Assault has begun. Let's go. All right. So who's controlling Portugal? It's Russia, right?
You got this, newbie.
Wait, hold up. What?
Just
Oh,
roll
right.
D10s.
Breach.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah, here we go.
You're always on the A table. I'm on the D table. For
No,
the,
you're on E. E for fire, C for shock.
All right. Have at you.
Hold on a second.
The 5 dudes in there are
15.
Defender as the arquebuses are higher, and I have arquebus. I'm on the for firing. I'm on the D table,
Okay.
not on E.
Hey, you'll do fine.
Well, yeah, no, I'm doing great because I have a 3-4-4 ruler leader. So I did a 12.
That's 50%.
Yeah, on D that's 50% and 2 morale. So
Yeah, but how many guns you got coming in there? Is it 5?
Again, there are 15 guys in there, newbie.
But is it 5 though?
It is a level 3 fort.
You have 15 dudes of garrison who are.
All right, but how much
besieged
damage am I taking?
I got the 50%. Let me go and do that math really quick.
And I will
I
put
did
it on the token.
13. So I did 14 damage. 14.
How
There
many?
was-
Remember that only infantry are going in.
And cannon.
Infantry and cannons. Cannons apply.
So you have 20.
I still have 29 infantry over there. Yeah.
And how
I've got
much?
29 infantry, and the cannons still have their damage doubled, right? So
Yeah, so that's 14.5 plus 12 is 26.5 divided by 2. Yeah, he's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Right. You have like
damage.
3 cannons. Never mind.
yeah,
Okay.
there are 3 cannons per. Spain
Yeah, he
has
has 6
reasonable
cannon.
cannons.
All right. So that was 12 damage, you said?
13.
14.
14. Yeah, there's one dude left. All I
one
have to do is
dude.
roll one
This dude is
damage.
literally dead, considering Doc can't roll less than a 5.
All right. Here we go. Shock.
He's dead.
Good fight.
These aren't the properly trained soldiers.
All right. So the fort is destroyed because when you do this hasn't been relevant until just now because this was the first ever successful fort siege against a size 3 fort, I think.
An upgraded fort.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
an
you take
upgraded fort.
fort, it reduces by
They
1.
do- By 1. Bam. I have gotten this one. This is still a ++ breach. Next turn, this has to succeed, basically. And then the other turn, I'm gonna move down and siege Algarve.
All right. Which
I
does
am-
not have a port that you can blockade, so it is going to be. No, wait.
No, it's not. If it doesn't have a port, I can't blockade. That means they don't have a port at all. So it's no different.
Shit.
We don't have a port to blockade. We don't have a port for supplies.
Wait, what?
That's right. That's how that works. Okay. Yeah. All right. That was the Spanish turn. No, hold on a second. That mission went back and reported things. They're now present in the zone. This other mission's gonna go down and it's gonna explore the top bit of Ecuador.
Wild.
That is a success.
Are you sure that's a mobile mission area, not one you deployed as a fortress? A mission rather
They're
than a
not
mission
able to
area
turn
is a
back?
structure. They live
Okay.
there now.
Well, never mind. I apologize. That is
The
not
building
case.
just sprouts legs.
Instead, my non-viceroy explorer conquistador does that because he is around and can do that. He can move.
Go do it, Tavaka. I believe in you.
Tavaka actually gets it's even better. He's on a 2 there, which I
You
think
had-
at land is complete success if he's by himself.
You did have a mission set up somewhere in Sonora, right?
Yeah, he's right here.
Okay, he's
It's
just
right underneath.
completely
Goldcrest.
camouflaged.
Sorry, hold on. Their names should be available. They just
Yeah, its name is visible, but it is completely camouflaged as
You mean
a
the yellow on yellow?
as a
Yeah,
as a
it's
yellow
yellow on
token,
yellow.
tinted yellow on a yellow province.
Yeah.
Next to yellow gold.
So that was a completely unambiguous success, and Devaka knows the forested part of Ecuador.
There you go.
All right, France.
Pass.
France
it.
passes.
France cannot.
Next round.
Test
It's so
for
good to ask.
continue.
Yep.
I
How's
need
the
this to go 2
forecast?
more turns.
Test for weather. Bad. That
Bad.
means the boats will still be in port.
Did I ever check for? Yes, I did.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
So that is a +7 of the revolt suppression up in Flanders, and yeah, they're going. All right, problem solved. In the meantime,
I think generally speaking, in real life, this should be considered part of Incan territory.
Go down. Go down.
Okay. I was just reassembling the tokens, but yeah, I'm going.
Ignore the rebels. Go for the fort.
All right, yeah, I go for the siege.
If you take the fort, I get the province, and the counter goes down.
Yeah, I did not fully comprehend the doom counter until I was already in the middle of taking care of the rebels.
Yep.
So this is a siege at again 3 because Willem is really good at sieging. I had to say that.
Still a
Yeah.
minus.
Yeah, it's still a minus. I mean, when you get an automatic kick the door down on your first siege, it sets the tone a little bit. But there's a minus. Garbage Kong is still floating in the ocean, half conscious. The fortress boys will not be moving. England's turn.
All right, England's setting up his sieges real quick.
Well, that's a minus at least.
General Jimmy is going to get shipped over to help out in Jutland. His guys can't move because it's a siege or not a siege, it's an attrition check to move anywhere. So those guys just stick around. I moved the wrong counter again. There we go. So Jutland's now flat roll. Yeah, Jutland's now flat. Malmo's at a +9. Not Mal. Gotland's at a +9.
Farnese is fine.
Okay.
Almost forgot to check for that.
And then this last roll is for... Sorry, what was that for, Lynn?
Oh, I rolled this die because I was checking to see if Farnese was fine after that.
No, I saw the thing in the chat. Sorry.
I have been chipping away at another modification to the fight worksheet to have somewhere to write down a percent and have it auto crunch out a damage number.
That would be very
excellent.
nice. Thank you.
Yeah, that's part of my slowdown was going to reach for a calculator function every time.
I grab a calculator every time for that, and that will actually help things out.
Yep, thank you very much.
Though
Thank you.
that is still using only the optimistic nominal attack values. I haven't added anywhere for it to account for damp.
Okay. Let's see
But for
here.
regular conditions, there it is.
I have taken Gotland. Jutland moves to a plus. And I get a minus in the French territory. I'm coming. My siege train's doing other stuff first, though.
You can only have one army
I can
in
only have one
French
stack
territory.
anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my king will be over there soonish, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yes.
And yeah, that's it.
I need to take just a brief moment to realize that in this alt history, the King of England is taking a personal stake in coming to restore order to French mainland territory.
Remember,
He's
this is
also-
about the papacy.
This is about the Pope, which, yeah, it makes sense, but, like, this is the state of history that we're in, is that England is like, oh no, France, my best friend, I'll come save you.
I'd also like to point out that the King of England is doing a reverse, like, Saxons invading of me.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a Viking on them, because fuck those guys. This is how it feels.
Look, France is doing its usual standby of maintaining a proxy war between Spanish Catholics and the Protestant League.
Good job.
It's just taking a much
in the
more
comfort of
direct
their own
approach.
homes.
Anyway, I am finished.
Time of Russia.
Gosh. Okay. My siege notation here.
+6.
Yeah. Oops, that's the stream chat. That's the wrong window. I siege the chat. Yeah, right.
That's a breach.
What's an
Or, excuse me, that's the war. Loon, do they want to give up?
Fight me.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, the entirety of the Russian, well, no,
Earn
half
it.
of the Russian army, which is still a lot of the Russian army.
What even is a step fortress? Who knows?
Actually, you don't have that many dudes that can go in.
That's a damn good question, actually.
Oh yeah, you're right. I kept sacrificing infantry.
You might just want to wait.
Yeah, we wait.
You got a breach on there, though. Next turn, you're going to be at a +10.
Yeah. Give that a B. That's a B plus.
Yep.
Hold up. That's a B plus.
Standoff outside the pile of dead horses.
All the bodies that have been dying in Hungary and Poland have just migrated in the swamp soil over to the steppes, and they're creating fortification barriers.
No. There. Ermac approaches the next territory in his conquest.
Mm-hmm.
Rolls on the fire table. You just double check. Yeah, okay. The same roll. The same roll. The same
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
chase down.
Yeah. That's hold up though. That is initially it's on the C table. It's initially 3 damage. And then we pursuit.
3 damage
Only
and
a 6.
enough morale.
That's only 10%.
Only 10%. I gotta figure out how much that is. Actually, like legitimately. Because I don't think that's gonna be 30%. That'd be wild if that was 30%.
But the house rule here is winning the fight suffices to occupy the province.
Oh, okay, then we're good.
So they're gone. You're good. Is that it for Russia?
That's
You can work out that damage just as like a note.
okay. Yeah, I'll take care of that in a moment. Also, Bad. I'm just gonna name this guy Bad. Since he did not immediately explode, is gonna move back to home territory too, actually. Well, he was in home territory technically. He explored into home territory, so that's known. So Bad's gonna explore this territory of Omsk.
Get out there.
Uh-oh. Danger for Bad.
See if there's even more land.
Bad's fine. Bad just likes to keep everybody on their toes.
Did you include the -2 or the additional +2 on searching around it for poor weather?
I forgot that was a thing.
So that's a 7 base.
Yeah, we didn't. No, I'm going to take that action back because I completely forgot about exploring during bad weather.
Yeah, okay.
It's just bad though.
It's just bad. Yeah, but it's my only explorer.
It's only
And-
bad.
Though he is bad, I'd rather not lose my conquistadors.
Fair.
Alright, so that damage for South population.
Oh, right.
Because how this will also work out is if you defeat Siberia this turn and Siberia ceases to exist, then the damage becomes permanent.
Yeah, they only regen after the turn, basically.
Yes. Shit. Where am I looking here? There we go.
Are you going to be doing anything, Loon? I don't think you can, right? Or want to.
Yeah, I have nothing to do.
Which means it's probably just on to Spain sieging.
Spain's continue.
They take 17 damage.
Alright.
Fuck. That's from 10%.
That's full power in the planes damage.
Yeah, I know. I understand. That's ridiculous.
So, is it Spain's turn?
Spain turn.
It's Spain's turn.
Okay. First off, Devaka's going home. That mission I just sent out is to do that is now going to be going down into Incan territory. He's fine. Nice. Oh
Remember,
man, suddenly things are
it's
great.
only a -1 because it's poor weather. Poor weather
Right.
adds +2 to the roll.
Onto the exploration as well. Okay.
So-
So what route is this missionary taking?
Oh, well, okay.
Because
Devaka was
20
going-
movement is really big, but this
you're right.
this
Right.
adds up.
A chunk.
You can get
This
to
is
Panama.
6 per tile through all the rough terrain.
Yeah. good point,
Also,
so-
doesn't bad weather add to movement?
No, it doesn't.
no, it
No.
just lowers the maximum you can do before attrition.
That's what I meant.
You don't experience attrition.
Leader
because of
movement is fine.
You can
it
make it
doesn't
to
change.
Panama
2,
proper here, though.
6, 6, 6. All right, I can only really explore the other half of Ecuador, is what it is.
No.
And I
This
can't.
counts for 6 too, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
you
more swamp in
there's-
Panama.
swamp.
Hold
There's-
on. Is that that's an entire province I've not noticed.
Yep.
You've just been
I
walking
actually
through the
don't know
harbor. No, I've given you access through there.
Okay, I guess that means I technically immediately understand it then.
No, you
Explore
have
the
to
swamp that you missed over.
Okay, sure. In that case, that's what's happening. I'm getting this.
Wait,
That's
where were
it.
we going?
We're going here now. Okay. That's all that's
Guys, I
happening.
found Peru. Where are we walking to?
You're walking through the colony.
You're-
Wait,
You were
where are
supposed to
we?
be going to the Amazon. Yeah, but Peru, though.
Oh, just past the
What
French
happened?
trade post. That what? Huh?
What?
Who?
Huh?
What?
Look at those really tall trees over there that have masts and cloth attached to.
I didn't know the indigenous people here spoke French. Wait a minute.
We.
Okay, yes. Well,
You're
that
good.
is a
Whatever.
card. That's what I got. It's not that hard. We know where it is. Anyway, other things that are happening.
Eternal sieges.
Eternal Sieges. Farnese is marching down here. That's only that is
You're
2
fine.
actually, which is exactly enough. And now finally, Genoa, do you got the job done? It's 2 pluses, a breach, and it's 3 rounds in on your thing.
Should be what, +8?
Yeah, it's +8.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
Okay,
That barely did it.
that is a success flat out. I've
Yes.
gotten that one as well.
You have entered.
Congratulations, everyone! I have a Porto.
Now you just gotta do that one more time.
Yep. I'm gonna start that siege over there.
Great
No, no.
notation. I love it.
What?
No, I really do like it. That's fantastic. It's just, yeah, I got it. Who cares? Moving on.
So this one also has to happen, and then this one also has to. Okay,
Yeah.
this is also 3 turns going now. It's got a plus. I think this is up to a +4.
Where
Yeah.
at now?
Burgundy.
Oh, Burgundy. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the one down here.
That's a
Yes.
minus.
Yes.
Burgundy's sticking around as tough. That's a tough ass fort for being a level 1 fort. The one in Javens is also flat, I believe, and I just
Yeah.
happen to get it'll get +1 next turn,
Yeah.
+2 next turn actually.
Mhm.
All right, that's a breach.
Damn it.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Damn it.
Oh, there's actually not that many. There's actually not that many dudes here anymore. A lot of the infantry are dead.
Have at thee.
On fire, he's only a 2, so. Oh wow, 10. Okay.
Have
This. It's
thee.
worth keeping in mind the. So you're at on A. That's a 10. That's 2 morale, whereas I did nothing.
Yes.
And you remember to take the -1 penalty stock because you are on a mountain.
Correct. Good point.
It wouldn't have mattered in this case, but moving forward.
Yes.
So 50%
Okay.
of 5 is
half of 5.
Half of 5. So it's 2.5 and then half. You do 2 damage.
Oh yes, 2 damage.
On top of that, I actually failed to do damage again. So. Do your shock roll.
Ah.
All right.
That's another
7.
morale, though. That's 3 total.
Yeah, the thing is, this is still a veteran army
Yeah.
stack. That's 3 total. Does the morale reset now between these?
No.
No,
If
it
you
is
keep
one
pressing, you still
continuous
have taken
combat
3
if you
damage.
are pressing your advantage.
So then we go into fire again, then shock again, so on and so forth.
Yes.
Yeah, hang on. You're taking because
Five
5
is now
people.
shock. That's on 7. I think it.
Yeah, on 7.
Looks like 2 damage.
Yeah, 2 damage.
Oh wow,
Come on, Bradway.
Bradway.
Ah.
3, unfortunately, even on A doesn't do anything. But hey, what's
Shock?
the chances of the fucking hat trick, right?
Shock.
That might do it.
Okay. So, all right, if I don't do 5 damage here, which
I beat
is
you
now
out.
possible, actually, because 7 on for the shock, I think I'm only on.
You're on,
Let me see
I
here.
think you're on
I'm
C.
not, yeah, it's
Either
not
way,
great.
it's 20%.
Mm-hmm. For the shock step, we both have attacker and defender both have Renaissance. Sorry, Archivist. So yeah, it's on C. C 7, 20%.
I think you're gonna do it, unfortunately. Maybe not.
I do
Nope.
exactly enough. It's 4.8.
Damn it. Anyways, I do 2 damage back.
Yeah. Almost. You almost actually fought it off with the level 1
almost.
fort. Because I rolled 3 1s in a row.
Yep.
If I had rolled slightly worse, you would have been fine.
Oh well, that's another one taken.
These are now 2 minuses. So. I think. Because they're supposed to be 40, but like 40 total normally.
Yes,
so yeah,
40
they
total.
are.
Yep.
This is now a 20, so that makes it a minus. Yep. All right, so that's another. France is getting a step closer to death every turn.
Yep. We
All right.
are
That
one
is
province away from, if the event fires again, I could auto lose.
Great.
Yep.
Working on it.
Spain
End
is
of
done.
phase.
France is done.
Please roll high. All
Thank
right.
the
Okay.
Lord.
Have at it.
Good.
Test for swamp.
It's round 5. How's the weather? Weather clears.
Swamp is
Weather's
clean.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
All
the
right.
good news is that these armies are now at the point where they're not tremendously dangerous anymore.
They're just
So-
moderately.
Yeah. It's still 2 minuses, and they're still fresh on both cavalry and artilleries. There's a lot of damage that can come out their way.
What's the
but,
percentage between A and B? Is B bigger than A?
A is bigger than B.
Okay, so they're still veteran.
B's been taking most of the damage as this goes, so.
Okay, so first the siege in whatever that is in northern France.
Before you do that siege, can I make a suggestion?
Was it?
Leave 10 guys there and go hit this right here.
Yes, I was just about to suggest that.
You
Sending
can
them
only
off
send
would be a good
one
idea.
stack of intervention.
Oh,
Breaking
damn it,
them
that's
up
right.
would make it not one stack anymore.
That would not be illegal. So I could either abandon this with the minus to punch them or continue the siege. Which would you guys prefer?
I think you should actually abandon it.
Yeah, abandon.
Yeah, probably.
'Cause
Come
you-
get
the
this.
minus-
You'll be walking into friendly territory, so you can go.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have 2 full armies there or just 1?
That is
Or-
2 full A pluses. Yes.
Oh boy.
How many actually? No, that's not.
These are
no.
2 full detachments. There's 20 dudes
20
here.
dudes.
Okay, that is not
Ouch.
enough for the overrun rule to be in play.
Let me go
So
and get the replacement leader, which I guess I'm going to use the French replacement leaders for this.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. You have 3 now, don't you?
Yes. Europa ref.
Six replacements.
6 replace. Yes.
Okay, yeah, so D6. 2.
okay.
That is the 3-1-1. No, sorry, that is the 2-1-1. That's your worst replacement. So, all right.
That works.
Fuck them up.
I've got 1 on both of the relevant stats, so... Is this
Alright.
Willem coming over?
This is Willem and the boys, yeah.
Alright.
22, 6, and 3. Oh, I need to actually put the armies in the new number.
How about
cruncher.
you? These were rebel, like, inherent detachments, if I remember right?
Yes.
Yeah, so these are veterans, is the thing to know.
Okay.
Ah, I see we are equally matched
Mm-hmm.
in the fire phase. That was,
You were a 2-1-1, Doc?
2-1-1, yeah, so I just rolled. Yeah.
Darren, that's a 7 then.
It's a 7. Oh, okay.
Willem has a 3 in fire.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. 7 on column B.
Column
You're on
C.
column C because we're
Column
both
C.
units.
Pardon me.
It's
So I did
20%.
10%. I do
20% in a morale.
I do 1 damage and no morale.
I do 21 damage. They're gone.
Oh, congratulations. They're dead.
Fuck.
Man, do you have like 4 or
I have 6
artillery.
cannons.
Okay, 6.
Nice.
How many
It's got
units
a
do you
lot
have
of
in there
units.
then?
I have 22 infantry, 6 cavalry, 3 artillery in each of those armies.
I am no longer sitting on the precipice of defeat.
Siege broken.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and in the meantime, I will be going over to the Spice
Returning
Country
home.
area, and I will be returning home, yes.
Actually, you could just leave that fleet there. Just take your explorer back.
Can you just
Hey,
teleport
okay.
all the way back with this 20
Yes.
movement?
He's fine.
It's
He has
that-
unlimited movement.
Yeah, naval leaders have boat movement. They just go.
Yeah, alright. I'll just take him back home and get the...
Wait, hold on. You said
Was
you
it-
did 21 damage on the fire step?
Wait, the fire... Oh, crap. I put that in the wrong box.
Yeah.
I
So you
am
have,
sorry
what,
about that.
44 infantry?
Yeah, I was putting it back
It
into
was,
the works.
yeah, I just did the math real quick, and you do have a fire rating of 34, and that's very strong. You still did 7 damage, but
7 damage, not... Yeah, I was calculating it with shock math. I am sorry.
yeah.
Okay,
It's
you still
fine.
have
I'm
a
just double
Roll
checking.
+2 for your shock here because you got more
Right.
than double cav.
Yeah.
These aren't actually Spanish units.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nope, that's just there's a period there. 5. For me, that's 10%.
That will kill them. The 20% on your shocked phase will do
Yes, that will
It'll
absolutely...
do it now, yes.
Yeah.
it. But Doc
I
does
just
pull
need to-
1 more damage back, I think.
Mhm.
1, 2, 2. Probably 2.
5. Yeah, just barely 2.
Okay.
Now you're good.
Yeah, no, it's... Sorry I am spacing it out on the rules today.
It's all right.
This is a good practice run. Well, secondary practice run for when you get to the real fun.
I'm pretty sure I've accidentally done shock damage on fire before as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
How dare you?
to be honest, it's not that much different for a lot of my
Yeah.
rolls because I do not get many horses.
It's
Mhm.
going to be even less of a thing once we get to muskets.
Yeah.
Anyway, is that it for you, Darren?
Yeah, that'll be it.
English turn.
Okay. All right. The Navy is going to go back up, pick up the other Navy, and pick up the King. And the King is going to get dropped onto Denmark proper.
Although, actually, I'm going to throw this out here before we continue to move on. I'm willing. I think it'd be a good idea to split the difference on muskets with the disagreement between the two tables. If muskets also still only counted 0.5 on infantry, like arquebuses allegedly do, when
We'll see.
you know, yeah, we'll see.
All right, redoing my fleets. All right, that's taken care of. Okay, and then my
So is
three
this-
sea-
Is the
What's
siege broken? Can I just get rid of the token in this province?
Which province?
The one I just charged into?
Yes.
Yeah,
The
that's,
siege
yeah,
no
you
longer
broke all of that.
exists.
Okay.
The
The
rebels are
siege is
dead.
completely broken. The rebels are dead.
Okay.
I thought I deleted the rebels already. I must have.
You put them
forgotten.
back in for the shock value part.
Right. Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
Kirk's over there. Okay, and rolls. All right, pick breaks. I have taken back that section.
Hooray!
Jutland breaks. Denmark. I get a plus. But that's boring. I'm going in.
Oh, just go for it.
Just go nuts.
All right, now you have additional +1. You have 20 dudes, but you have a level 1 fire
Fortification.
phase for your level 1 fort.
Yep.
Fort provides 1 fire attack.
If it's arquebus as normal later on, then they count as the infantry, and you determine as normal. So does 10 fire attack.
Yeah. Okay, your move.
That was my roll.
Oh, I
Fire-
didn't see it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're alright.
10%.
So there's 15 dudes in there, you said?
20.
20.
You take 6 damage.
And you take 2.
5 damage. 5 damage.
Mhm.
And I take how much?
2,
2?
I believe. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So they're at 15.
And then shock.
And I believe I'm flat on that.
Roll the dice. All right. Shock's on
Oh.
C. That's going to sting. This is 20%.
30 and 2 morale.
I have 1 morale left. Good to know.
I was honestly rooting for the 4
The Danes.
events.
Yeah.
Like
11 damage.
That is... Okay, so I'm
not
down
enough.
to 4. You take 5 in response.
Yep.
I wasn't expecting it, but I was kind of hoping it.
Shoot, that's only +3, so that's 12, but that's going to be enough
Yeah.
to do it. Yeah. I need to see how much damage I
And-
take back.
You take 1. If it's rounding up from a fraction, yeah.
All right. That's Denmark and Jutland taken. That is everything I needed. This turn can end now, please.
I
No, it
mean,
can't.
a little extra time to knock over the French rebellions would be nice.
Little time of Russia that needs to happen.
I mean, I'm okay with this turn ending, is what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Russia.
Time of Russia.
Russia needs like 1 or 2 more turns. Probably just 1. All right, so here's siege / roll d10 plus 10.
Wait, did Newbie beat the province down in the second that he's currently sitting in?
Yes.
So if he takes the one up in the forest, and that's complete victory. He wins
Yes.
forever, right?
Yes.
So you're heading up to the forest then, right? Not taking care of the 13 dudes. that are
Step is
remaining?
happening first.
Oh, step. Okay.
Step is conquered.
Step is occupied.
You did it.
Ivan went out for his nice afternoon of this, lost all of his men. Horses are fine though.
Just doing Ivan things.
We'll repair those men. Moving up into final province. Fire. Well. We're
Oh,
back.
you didn't immediately break them, Newbie.
I didn't immediately break them. Weird.
Oh, Doc, did Geese roll for injury for the?
I did not.
Nothing
Which
happens
one?
back to you. Shock away.
That's
East is fine.
C, we're on
Oh.
C table, right?
B
Thank you.
table for shock.
Yeah, but C for fire. So that's
C
2
for fire,
damage.
yes.
No, 1 damage. 1 damage.
Alright.
1 morale though.
Remember to take a -1 for this because you're in the forest, Newbie.
You're right.
Yeah, that's on both sides of this.
Okay.
Wood damage.
Wait, would that be on the fire table as well, -1?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then it's still only 1 damage.
And still
That's
nothing
fine.
back at you. So,
Okay.
shock.
Oh boy. Well, you're dead.
Yeah.
We're not even looking at numbers. You're dead.
Well, you need to take your damage back.
Yeah, let me know how much damage that causes.
Exactly how many Daves die.
It's not nothing.
It's not nothing.
I
But
see that the entirety of the Russian army are all Daves as opposed to having
12
any
damage.
Jeffs whatsoever.
youch. And the 29 guys explode.
And yep, this is 0.
But here's the important question. Is Yermak okay?
Is Ermac okay? He's fine. And with that, I have conquered Siberia. That's it. We're done. I've conquered every territory, which by the rules of engagement means that's it. It's mine.
We're
Yeah.
gonna do the thing.
Yeah.
Nothing
What
to
if
do
we're
in the Ottoman
the,
round, Spanish round.
Yeah, Spanish right. Genoa's going home.
Success. We won. Victory.
Genoa did it.
Yeah. Good work, Genoa. You were helpful. You did some good stuff.
They really did help out.
This would have taken an entire lot, like 3 turns if it wasn't for Genoa
Yeah.
there. I'll do the. I don't think it's possible for them to take damage. It's not in the attrition.
They're good.
They were safe
So-
going out. They were safe coming back.
Yeah. Do I want to just attack them? Probably not. I don't, because there's 40 dudes in there. Not with my reduced numbers. Yeah, okay. So, new siege over here that I think I've already done 1 round of, and I got a nothing or something.
Yeah, got a nothing. I think. Here, I'll check real quick.
I did anything with that? Or is this new?
You moved in there last round.
Yeah.
I didn't mark down that I did anything. What did I do with that?
Did you move in and then not roll any dice?
I think that might have been the case. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I moved in and I didn't do any roll any dice.
So here, just do
I'm
2
dumb.
quick. Do 2 of them right now.
Yeah, I actually need to just make sure that I'm doing it right.
So it's a +1, and then whatever the next one will be.
That's. I forgot to put down the +1, but that's actually a 10, so that's a breach.
Yeah, that's a breach.
All right, so let's do it. If this is the case, it doesn't matter whether or not it happened last time, you know.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do my attack in.
How much
Lu-
infantry
That's
remains?
roll
there?
1d10 plus 4.
Roll 1d104, yes.
Okay, there we go.
That probably does it.
14 on the D table is at least it's still
75%.
75% damage. So yeah, that's extremely enough. I'm just looking at my numbers, and it's absolutely enough.
How much remaining infantry is in this assault?
A lot. There's a lot. There's 28 here.
Yeah, number to that a lot. We're doing numbers here.
Yeah.
28, so 14. And then with a 6 cannon, yeah, that's at least 10
Yeah.
damage.
On their own, they provide the 10 damage.
hmm Yeah, it's 20. In fact, that's
Yes.
20 damage off of a fire phase.
You done it.
Yep, and I took probably 1 back. 5 on A is 10%. Yep, it's exactly 1 damage back, and I have to subtract 1 more to actually have someone stock there.
2 more for
No,
the fort.
2 more. It's 2. It's
Big
per
fort.
fort level.
Okay. There
If
we
it
go.
were upgraded,
I
you could
succe-
choose to abandon the extra fortification, but it's painted on the board. You can only shortchange it if you were, in fact, spending your last available soldier to half garrison the fort.
Okay, well, that means that I have successfully taken all of the European main provinces, which by raw numbers alone, once this war is this turn's done, this is enough to force a.
That's an
guaranteed
unconditional
finish line.
surrender.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they only have 2 other places that they own, so you've done it.
that
That's
and also just
capital
by
and
numbers
half.
alone, it works
Yeah.
out. So that's I've done my business in Portugal. Hell yes.
French rebels.
French rebels. Oh, I see you over there, and we're gonna be coming. It's 1, 1, 2. And it's clear terrain, so it's safe. The fight
right,
is
come-
gonna come to Willem. Let's go.
All right, come get this,
Geese v.
geese.
Willem.
Fight. Can the French garrison mobilize?
No.
Damn.
You would kill half of the Dutch army to do it.
Okay. Also, on top of that, this one's also gonna join in. This in there they can just fold into as being.
I would like to intercept for them moving.
I have a question. Would that be a multi-campaign?
They have 2 multi-campaigns.
Damn.
The
I thought you only
rebels
had
start
one.
with the campaign.
I haven't even used my first, so
It would
No,
be
you-
multi-ball to do this.
I
since
most
you're-
certainly
they're starting
intercept.
from different
I catch them in
locations.
Ile-de-France.
Move the army B down.
And since I am double or 10 times their size, they just die.
hold on.
There's just 2 dudes there.
Yeah, hold on though. I'm gonna be just quickly reading some text on this because they're moving out of that zone. They're not moving into one that's adjacent. They're moving out of it one that's adjacent.
But they're still moving? Alright, whatever. I thought I could catch them.
I'm just double checking because that might actually still be the case. I don't know for certain. I'm just seeing here.
The moment they
Land
enter an
interception.
adjacent province.
Enter
Enter.
an adjacent.
Okay,
Yeah,
damn.
so you can't
Well,
actually
I tried.
intercept them.
Yeah, you can't intercept
that
them
would
from
save me
walking
money.
away.
Mhm.
But I want to.
All right, so they're going to be joining in with this one, bringing this this rebel army back up. An entire 2 more infantry, That's the
Wilhelm, I
only
believe in you.
which actually brings us back up to a plus.
Oh, good. More winning points.
Okay,
Were they conscripts?
those were one of the base force rebels, I believe.
No, they.
Those
no,
were the honors of war.
Those were the honors
Those are
of
the
war.
people who fled from Champagne.
Do those come out as conscripts?
Conscripts? Yes.
Okay. Never mind. Those go into the other one then, keeping them as conscripts.
Okay.
Which doesn't change the stack of value. It just makes it so
Yeah.
this is no longer a plus. So that was frankly more of just an upside for me. Okay, so Geese has a shock of 2. Sorry, a fire of 2, and you have a fire of 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at just D10.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well, 6 isn't that much better, honestly.
Well,
This is
it's
on the
still
C table,
something.
so that's 5%.
10%.
That's 10%. It's anything.
That's 10% of my cannons. So that's.
Darren, you have 3 fire to his 2.
Yeah.
Isn't
Oh yeah,
that-
plus one.
plus one?
You're at a +1.
So I'm at a 7.
7.
So that's
7 is much better.
20 in morale. Yeah, that's actually a lot better.
It's twice as much.
That is 3 damage and a morale.
I feel like you probably do more than that, consider you do half of your infantry damage.
Half of my. Okay, I'm sorry. I was double checking based on the sheet, which is I tried to import the ODS version, and I'm almost certain the formatting for the fire value got lost because of that. So I went back to look at the PDF, and it says that Arquebus is 0 on the
Oh,
land combat
no,
fire.
that's
Okay,
different.
so
This was
That's-
something we resolved where the printouts have that fire kick in earlier, and the original rules
that
have
is-
it kick in earlier, and we kind of
This-
like that more. And we've been
this
playing
is-
with
yeah.
that.
Yeah, this is the root cause of my constant miscalculation of the math. Is when my sheet breaks, I go
All right.
looking at the wrong table.
I just
okay.
did the math for you. You do 7 damage.
Yes, that is 7 damage.
All right. How much cavalry do you have in these stacks?
12 total across
12
the
total. All right. You just barely are more than. You're just barely not enough to be doubled.
Yes.
So I do not get a cavalry charge bonus, but I have 5 tier 2 on shock.
Mhm.
4.
So yeah, 4 tier 2 to by 2. That's what I meant, but
So I'm rolling flat. You're rolling +1.
+2.
Plus 2.
Okay.
Oh God.
For
Good job,
fuck's
guys.
sake.
Aha!
Indecisive.
All right.
Draw.
Really good fight.
Just
Guess it bounces
complete
back.
clown shoes.
Yeah, that's friendly owned to the Dutch, so
Oh
Geese gets bounced.
no.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
Warned you about logistics skis.
Also the
Goodbye, geese. Well, maybe not.
Oh,
Geese is
fuck.
fine, but
Survival
that's
checks.
a lot of damage.
That's a whole lot of damage.
Know what I forgot to
Um,
do this
what's
turn? I
Hmm?
forgot to generate my Cossacks.
Next time.
yeah, you didn't need them.
Yeah.
Okay, technically speaking, that's actually a 9. I forgot to add the.
Do your Cossacks. Generate your Cossacks. Put them on the board.
9 on 7 is still 70% damage, though.
Oh, I have to remind myself the
Oh.
rules for Cossacks.
Oh, that's a lot
Yeah,
of dead
the
friends.
rebel
No,
army
no,
is
that'd be
gonna
a
be
7, not a 9. That'd be a 7. You want
no,
to go
that
down.
the second one was not the second one was the checking to see if
Yeah,
Geese
the
was
10
alive or
minus
not.
2 because he has a maneuverability of 2, and then another -1 on that because he's moving into friendly terrain.
Right, I looked at only the 10. Okay, on 7, so 50%, 50%
Yeah.
of the stack.
Still really bad.
It's still 14 damage.
Oh, so many dead horses.
Sure is.
So that's rebel movement.
Mm-hmm.
Sure is.
Loon, is there a
France, and then
France
test for
hootin' hollering.
interference.
Is that it?
That is not less than the current round.
That's round 5. Damn it.
6.
Loon, is there a Cossack token?
No, just use your normal units.
Okay.
Your detachments and such. Weather?
Mm-hmm.
Can we check for bad weather?
Yep.
Weather's
Bad
bad.
weather.
Well, I was going to go help out, but now I can't.
Well. So. Let's
I
put.
mean, is not. That's only 2 to get in there, so.
Yeah, I was just thinking if I could go backwards or forwards, and I think I'll just go forwards and start the siege here. And that is +4 because that is a dope.
Go in.
Okay, go in and fuck it. Going to jail.
Okay. This is a level 1 fort.
Yep.
9 on A from me is you take, I believe, 2 morale.
Yeah.
9 is 2 morale. Yep. Just keep that in
And they-
mind. And
Yep. They are veterans, so they don't break yet. Nothing happens on my roll.
Well, you
Shock.
add the +3 onto that.
+3. Right.
So that's 10%.
Yeah.
you
That
took
is
one damage.
I take 1 damage, and I deal.
The rebels have a spare general that you haven't been using.
He's actually going to be on the that revolt to make it harder to put down the revolt. I didn't remember that he was there for the fight in Bergen. That was a mistake, but that's what he's gonna be doing now.
They deal 6 damage after the combat damage. Yeah. Okay. 6.
All right, that's enough to take it down.
all right.
So that's actually pretty big.
That means that you have. Yeah, let me go and.
I have saved France from instant death next turn,
Yes.
unless a lot of things go wrong.
When has anything ever gone wrong for France?
It is a mystery.
All right.
Yeah, the Netherlands has been France's best friend in this war right here.
They have.
They seriously
You
have.
fucking owe me, buddy.
Yeah, I do.
Look, if I didn't have to go through Poland, I would help out too.
Oh, you're just looking for an excuse
Yeah.
to keep eating Poland.
You're Orthodox. You're not allowed. I'm sorry.
That's right.
I'm guessing you're finished over there.
Yes, sorry.
I'm just taking care of moving back home because I can't move another stack in. And because of poor weather, I can't move things easily. Seymour is going to move down to here. Yep, and he is going to... Is that a level 2 or level 1?
That is just a level 1.
Okay, so with 4 cannon.
So you defeated the fort at Nivernais?
Yes.
No, you walked through Nivernais.
Oh, no. I thought, yeah, no.
Nivernais is not defeated yet.
Right.
I do nothing there.
No, you went south, right?
And I'm just going to be dispelling these. Yeah, these guys are going to go back home and go down to their base values. So that's it for me. Technically, Scotland and them can't do this, but I'm just removing them to their base stuff because they can't do anything else. So that is it for England.
Russia.
Russia things. Any miscellaneous Russia actions?
Was gonna do something, but fortunately, the weather is shitty. How much money do I have? Okay, I have enough to move some units around. Here comes Poland. Is actually going to return to proper Russia. This is probably going to end in Kazan. Yeah, because you can get there without.
This is poor weather, right?
Yeah,
This
does
is
that?
poor weather.
Yeah,
Yes.
weather is bad.
How many does that add?
It just means you can
It's-
only go 2 spaces.
You can move. You can do 2
okay.
movement
All right,
before
then.
taking attrition.
It stops in
And-
it. Do I need to leave Ivan and the army stacks in here?
He has to be with the biggest army.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, does this have to stay here? Or can it move
They
back
can
to?
leave now that you've won the siege.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
can
there
only
we
get
go.
because you can only get
yeah,
here.
You will be taking attrition, regardless, because it would be 2 to cross the river into Kazan.
I see. Yes. Okay. Yes. All right. They go to Kazan and just trying to get everything more localized over maybe near Poland for no particular reason.
Might just be marching towards Poland.
I'd just
In
be staring
general.
at Poland, licking my
Thinking about
lips.
Poland.
Just thinking about Poland things. And on the world, Ermac's gonna go down hereabouts, moving down with Iceborne as well. Bad is gonna move into that territory, preparing for maybe another not bad weather. Who knows? Actually, no. Iceborne's gonna move also back with the rest. The Cossacks. They can explore with bad. They're a unit, a land force that isn't too big.
Wait, where's Iceborne going?
It would have been moving with Here Comes Poland.
To where?
Oral.
That would be attrition.
Is that okay? Then they're
They
not.
can only move like a province worth of space. They can if they go into the forest, that is attrition because that's 3 movement.
Okay. I'm finally understanding the rules here. Okay. Yes, and they will just move one province over. Sorry, I was misunderstanding
Yeah,
parts
it's
of.
not two provinces,
The
it's
hell was
2 movement points.
Sorry, I think a dog just barked outside and I heard it all the way in here. I apologize. Yes, that's it. Just a passive campaign for Russia this turn. Russia's done enough killing this turn. This
Alright.
phase.
Spain.
Spain. Spain itself is all they're going to be doing is we're going to keep on the. I guess, yeah, the mission has to come back home, and Devaka can't make it through down to where I'd want to go anyway. So at this point, the exploration is done on that front. I don't have any more sieges to uphold, but I'm gonna move everyone back to Estadamras just so they go back to
He
Spain.
can start traveling.
What's up?
You can
He could
start
start
with
Land
that.
units don't have to return home after, well, they're
Yeah.
on the world map.
At this point, it'd be I guess there's no reason why he can't. So, 1, 2, 8. I can get down to
Right there,
here,
yeah.
in Panama. to
Movement
get to-
of mountain, wood, swamp, wood.
yeah,
Yeah.
6,
6.
2. Isn't this 2? This one?
That's a mountain.
That's mountain. That's been mountain the whole time.
That's mountain.
Okay, so I can only make it to here then.
Yeah, you're hanging out with France. Your best buds that you haven't betrayed at all.
That's mountain.
I don't think I've
That's
ever betrayed
France.
France.
France started most of that.
Yeah, France has actually done most of the aggression towards me. Spain has never betrayed France.
I know. You're your bestest buds forever.
Yeah.
Who may or may
the-
not, depending on how this religion war turns out, become Catholic again.
Yeah, we'll see. In this
I
case,
don't want that to happen.
the rebels will not move because they're quite beat up on the snout at this point, and they'd be better off sitting on a mountain.
Because that worked
So I-
so well in recent times.
Listen, it worked really good.
Pull up on the very same mountain, on the still wet and steaming corpse of King Bad.
Yeah,
It's been left unburied.
I think Spain's done actually in that case, which is just one more passive and we're good to go. Yeah. Yep, Spain's done.
Test. Continue.
Continue.
Bad
All
weather.
right.
Please, no bad weather.
Weather
Have a-
test is clear.
Hell yeah!
Probably put down the.
Just go after the rebellion, I think.
Can you fully eliminate it or only mark it down to a minus?
You can never break it in one go.
Okay.
You can only knock it down to a minus.
Yeah, knock it down to a minus. That way it doesn't spill over.
That was my thought process. So that is 2A plus armies, and then it. Okay, that knocks it down. And let's see. Don't need to do that. Exploration is on hold. Well, the boats are in port I can't repair from. Don't really feel like piloting them back
There's
now,
this siege
so-
marker hanging out at Den Haag.
Den Haag? How did you get there? I
If
don't know
you
what
have
that's
a place over in Indonesia somewhere that you can now reach with your explorer who has come back, you can just go put him there so you can make a trade post or colony there on the next turn. Like if you were going to put one in over here, Aja or something like that, you can just flat out move there.
Aja is also extremely difficult to put one in.
I was just
but-
an example. I don't know if you have a place you were actually aiming to get to.
I mean, see, the thing is that Indonesia's colonization difficulties are all extremely high, but all of my period objectives want me to be there.
Might as well put him there now.
Yeah, well, sure.
It'll make it slightly easier for you.
All right, I'll put him over there and pass my turn.
England.
The king is going to get ferried over. I'm not going to show it. It's just fleets move over. That's Drake. Great things happen. And the king moves over into joining the stack with this extra army. So we got a whole bunch of dudes there, and the siege train is a coming. Jimmy has to stay home because there's a third army over there. All right, sieging. Good times. Now it's at a +5.
Break. Damn.
It did not break, but it's at a plus, so I can at least stick around.
That's good.
Retreat from revolt is a thing.
I cannot stick around.
If you can't, if you don't manage
This
to fully put down a
combination
revolt,
of rebellion and rebel occupied fortress.
yeah,
Yeah.
Very
nasty for
powerful.
you.
Now, if the rebels
Fuck it, I'm going in.
spill into a
Okay,
new province, they don't auto take the fort.
Yes.
Only
this is only
the-
level 1 fort, so that's not that bad.
If it was level 2, I wasn't going to do it. All right, here we go. Fire. Terrible.
Okay. Also terrible.
But at least
1
I
on
do
8 is
something.
great for you. Yeah.
Yeah, 10%. Let me count. Let me make sure I got the right number because I did take a little bit of damage, but I think I repaired it. Two damage.
2 damage. All right. So yeah, 3 left.
No, 4 damage is 10%. You don't have 3 left. You have 16 left because it's level 20.
That's right. Good
Yeah,
point.
this is an unbroken fort under assault.
Here we go. Shock. Nothing.
Shock. Nothing.
Cool. Back to fire.
round.
Okay.
two.
There you go. Everything.
50%.
4 is 5%. So
I might not have enough fire to do this, actually.
I do 1 damage back. That's it.
Okay, good to know. Let me make sure I got my numbers put in here properly. 17.
17 is enough. That's 1 more than necessary. Congratulations.
Siege broken.
Hooray!
Siege
You're
broken.
taken care of. You have your capital province back. I will have to retreat when the revolt happens, but hey, whatever.
You could retreat to the fort.
No, I'm going to move to a different
No.
province and not lose
Yeah.
2/3 of my dudes.
The revolt is not an army that will do like siege back at you.
Yeah,
They
you
won't be able to cause
besieged
the siege
inside the
check at you.
fortress. You'll just be standing in it.
Yeah,
Okay,
you just don't
so
have to
I won't.
move.
I
that's
won't
all.
have to take the massive, horrible attrition check.
Correct. There's no forces
Cool.
out here to
All
actually
right, then I
cause
won't have
damage
to worry
you,
about that.
So.
There are just a
England's
bunch of
finished.
angry citizens in the nearby city.
Yeah, the revolt doesn't do anything by itself, technically, aside from
Deny
being
tax
real bad.
value and threaten execution of monarch.
and they do generate armies next turn, but that's it basically.
And it's got spaces for it to spill into when it
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it
so
can
it
have
won't
2
generate
different
troops
revolts.
yet.
Yeah, not yet, but there's a lot of places for it to spread out into. So
Anyway, England's finished.
Russia.
Okay. We actually bring some of these boys back over just in case. But for now, the Cossacks and Bad. This is going to be really awkward to grab this stack. Cossacks and Bad are going to attempt to explore the province of Omsk. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. All right. So, question. That's known now. Can Ermac just move into that with no problem?
No, you don't technically own this. You got to get back to friendly territory, bud.
Known, he's saying. And you haven't reported the map back yet, so it's not general knowledge. It's just bad. And the Cossacks there know where they're going.
I also had another question just on the decision of how I'm moving units. So I'm going to own this at the end of the phase, right?
Oh, and
This'll
in that
be-
you have reduced colony difficulty in all these areas. You will still need to build stuff here.
But aren't these provinces that I own?
You never
you
own
killed
the rest
everyone.
of the world territory. You get reduced colony difficulty for conquering rest of the world provinces.
Okay. So I'm not going to be able to put a colony here because I have a colony because of this, because it's not how that works.
Yeah, you will need to chain property out in order to get there.
Okay. Alternatively, if I know this, can I just put a colony here? Or do I still need to chain colonies?
Because you're going inland, you will need to chain the colonies out.
Oh, I never knew that. Okay.
Wait, need to chain colonies inland? Or do you just need to know the province?
We'll double check that off screen here a little bit.
Okay.
Let's keep moving.
Okay. So that was that
I think
movement.
Loon's got the right of it.
We'll have to see. I'm gonna move the 2 armies. Yeah, I can move a fair amount of land. I'm going. All right, so I'm gonna move them here, but don't worry because these are moving like here, moving to the Ukraine. And wait, I can move these more. Yeah, move them down here.
All right, the text of the relevant rule says area instead of province, so I think that would mean that 1 colony suffices for a zone.
Okay, so
So yeah, your colony you already have in Siberia means you could start on Omsk.
okay, so if this turn ends, that's fine. I'll just choose bad to support the colony building.
It's possible to go low density as you spread your way in there.
Oh, I do need to actually take. How much is the attrition damage?
10%.
10%. All right, I lose 1 dude, and that is it for Russia. Russia is passive.
Spain.
Spain is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What am I talking about? That's 18. Well, that's fine. 18 is good enough.
Are we really on turn 7?
Oh no, Davaka.
I think
Devaka,
that's
are
2
you
checks
okay?
to see if he dies.
Yeah, because also at a 6, it's just a straight failure. Nope, still chance of success.
Oh, good, cool. Oh no, it's 7+. Yeah, never mind.
10 is a success.
Yep, that's
Good job,
nothing.
Devaka.
Nothing bad happens.
Yes, he still has a chance to die though because of
Oh, more than 30%.
Because of the attrition. He's unescorted.
he's fine.
You found some fruit. Good job.
Yeah, I found the first province of the Inca is part of it.
Oh, good.
You got there.
Yeah, it's really important that I want to get anything down here.
You have
The
entered
Inca-
large Peru.
Yeah.
Once he returns, you can start putting down colonies and trade posts there.
It's
Yeah.
time for inflation.
It's getting shockingly close to
Big
inflation time,
money.
yes.
It's time for everybody in Europe to hate Spain again.
Again, I haven't stopped hating Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Why would France hate Spain?
They're taking your money.
End of
No, we're not.
phase.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
End of phase. All right.
All right, so
You enter redeployment.
I forget
There's
how.
redeployment rituals that need to happen. There are no trade
forget
posts
how-
getting sacked. Overseas gold was already transported. Any looting?
Nope.
No.
Ah, shit, I forgot to leave some behind to loot Denmark. God damn it.
Question, Loon. For I forget for land territories, I don't have to return to a friendly village, right?
Right. If you're
I don't think you
staying
can.
out in... If you are standing in rest of the world territory that you don't have some kind of structure in for local supply, you do attrition on column 5, I think, to stay out there.
5. It's 5.
Or the Cossacks could just return, right?
I don't think you can return. I
No,
think you just stay
they're
there.
out there. They're stuck out there.
All right.
They don't
What
get to try
about
and warp
what about
back.
generals? Do they have to do the attrition roll too?
Well, generals don't take attrition damage.
Okay, right.
They're just-
okay.
They just make it
around.
easier on your Cossacks, with whatever their
so,
maneuverability
yeah.
is.
-3. They're fine.
Yeah.
You unfortunately don't know that, so you can't put a trade post or colony in Omsk
Any-
yet.
Pirates or privateers.
I can't put a trade post, but based on what we just said, I can put a colony there.
No, you don't know that yet.
But with
And you
what
don't have a colony in a nearby area that can make it go adjacent.
we
as soon as you know
just
that,
discussed this.
no, it means that you can put something there, but you can't immediately just, because you have to have a colony on a spot adjacent for it to be able to move into a different territory that you don't know. If there was a colony here, then yes, you could put one here from just being able to move over. But since you don't know this location,
All right,
you have
hold
to
up.
return first.
Loon, was this the discussion that we just had?
No, actually, it's you need to be. You're able to put it down to have a supply route between colonies, basically, so that they could exist. but to be able to pull one down without actually knowing a fully explored territory, like province,
You do need to
They need to
have
be-
the map.
you need to have
Okay.
the map, or at least
Okay.
one that's next to province-wise, because you can't put
Yeah.
them down in unknown territory at a penalty. I believe is how it worked out.
But
So
if
since
you
you have
have,
no province here or no colony here,
No,
you
it's-
can't spread.
as
If
long,
you just
as long
explore
as-
Omskir, you're good.
yeah, as long as you have a colony within Sibir, you can put a colony anywhere within Omsk.
I mean,
But it has to
just-
be within you know.
Yes.
Within one that you know.
but I
generally
know,
speaking.
I know it. It's
I'm
there. I
sorry.
know it.
You're gonna
But
to
you
wait a
have
little
to
bit
have.
further.
Bad
if you
knows.
had your Mac, if you had your Mac over there, you would have been able to do it.
So I just rolled there the attacks from the pirates that are still out in the wild
My king removes
in Gulf of Guinea and
retreats,
East
rather,
Indian Ocean.
because no, wait, no, he could just stay there. What am I doing? He doesn't have to retreat at all.
Yeah, my people in France.
Extension
don't have to move.
of revolts. The important thing that
Okay.
needs to
So-
happen.
This is very
First-
important.
Okay, so first, because France itself did not suppress any sieges, I lose a point of stability.
Okay.
Ouch! You're at -3, bud.
That was just in redeployment phase, the first thing. That was an event 11 specific thing.
Mhm.
Now we go into extension revolts.
Okay. So
For
extension
each
of revolts.
plus the one stability.
Yeah.
How many of these are still plus?
One-
Just one.
just
the
the
one.
one. And then there's 3 minuses, which also do
Yeah,
provide
for
one
any
more.
minuses,
Yeah.
one stability.
So it's 2 from revolts is what you get. Which
I
is
am
actually
at -3.
yeah, kind of rough.
I can still spend money for stability.
All minus become plus. All plus generate a minus.
Okay, so generate 1 into Champagne. All of these become pluses. Now the thing is that they're not that tough anymore.
Yeah,
How
this is
so?
how much of the French rebellion has survived the first round,
Oh, right.
the first turn.
They're not so tough anymore because it's just the armies that they have aren't as
Yeah.
tough as they were.
Oh,
anymore.
yeah.
That's all.
Unless the event fires again, this is what they have.
Yeah, pretty much. Because there's too much space for me to generate any more units off of the rebel revolts.
Yep,
Right.
So procedure retreats and returns to port. That was all settled. Peace phase.
Peace phase. Okay.
Execution of the monarch. If half of all national provinces belonging to a country are in revolt, the regime of that country is overthrown.
They did not reach the 13 required.
On top of that, your monarch's already been executed.
That's fine.
They took the matter into their own
There's a bunch of
hands.
other stuff beyond monarch death that happens with
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Stability
I'm aware.
improvements. Who wants to buy a stability?
France
Hello.
would like to make a strong payment into stability.
Yes, hello. The Netherlands would like to well, actually, no. I'm 2. I'm good.
Need to double check
Which,
here. Though.
given the possibility of this, I feel like you do need to generate your successor now.
Like now.
Or if we
Yeah.
allow that this can
No.
happen while you have a 0 monarch because he's dead.
I have no monarch. He's dead, so I get plus no admin.
Alright,
Well-
if that's how we'd rather do it, then that can be how it occurs.
I actually would like to check really quick if there's any rules surrounding this at all. But it would probably just be
Yeah.
in the monarch set, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
it'd
I
just be
love
in
that
the
it
monarch
says the
combat.
monarch is the next monarch is
Reign
generated
length.
at
When the
s-
monarch
in the
dies, it is
monarch.
necessary to determine the reign length of the successor.
Okay. So you actually do generate basically now when it becomes relevant.
Okay, so it becomes relevant. So time to generate a monarch. This is my first monarch I'm generating, so
Who will take the wheel? So what you have as the baseline, page 5 of the PDF, you have the reign
Yep.
length table. You throw
Yeah,
on
so you
that.
just roll a d10 for that. 1s and 10s are bad as results, but
7.
everything else is fine.
And
So you
adult.
have
That's
an
ideal
adult
result.
with a 9-turn life expectancy,
Yeah, that's the ideal result, all things considered, most
Yep.
of the time.
and now you generate their stats by rolling 3 dice on characteristic table,
Yeah.
taking into account the values of your previous monarch.
Oh no.
that decides which columns you're using.
Oh, that's so bad.
From
Admin
bad
stays
to
the
also
same.
bad.
I believe this may actually just be King Wars.
Hey, Doc, how long did our war go on with Portugal?
2 turns.
Was it only?
Yeah.
But like the
It's gonna
sieges
have
and
a lot
everything,
of-
right?
So,
Oh, you mean the turn?
Yeah.
No, the turns happened the entire time, so it was 7.
Okay.
Yeah, there were
7
7
rounds.
combat rounds.
So
Yeah.
he goes
So-
from a 463 to what now?
a 3-3-3.
Bad is here to
Wow.
restore order.
No,
The
no,
true
no. He's
bad
a
has
4.
emerged.
He's a 433.
Yeah,
You
4
rolled
3.
a 5 on 4 table. That's
Oh,
a
yes,
4.
4-3-3.
I do
Yeah, I
have.
do apologize for that.
That was not your control.
I still feel bad anytime anyone has a really awful leader.
Well, he might just die at the beginning of the peace phase next thing. We'll see. Because he's going to be eating a -1 penalty. Or +1 penalty, rather, because of stability.
Oh man.
He'll
And
be suffering a lot of
additional
penalty
+2
from the war.
An additional +2 from the war.
So it's actually you have a 1 in 3 chance roughly to have your leader die on this. On
The
next
actual consolation is that
Long live King Worse!
over in the rule text again, there is a victory condition to aspire for. And part of it, if you are Protestant or conciliatory, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah,
Protestant
I'll roll
or
my way back to
conciliatory.
it. Then Henry IV, as long as you don't get him killed in the war when he shows up, will take the throne and is a 999.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm doing
Peace phase.
So stability.
So,
Do your stability investment.
question about the +2: if a country is a victim of declaration of war, has not broken alliance, nor made any declarations of war its turn.
Yeah,
do
I'd
I
call this a war.
I call this you are the
civil
victim of
war.
a declaration of war.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 4 + 5 + 2. Sure.
Yeah,
That's
That's
pretty good.
really good. That's 3. You got
Trust-
3 back.
that's 3 levels.
That
From
brings you
on
up to
fire
0.
to
All the
okay,
way
I
to
guess.
neutral.
Yeah. Neutral, which is the
Would you like to
penalty.
attempt a truce with with the revolt?
No.
I don't have the
That's
money
right.
to improve stability.
No, not -10. Okay, we're good. I am ready on. We on to peace with miners?
Did newbie want to?
No, I was gonna say I don't have the money to improve stability.
All right,
Yeah, no.
so we're on to
so-
peace with miners.
Peace of time.
Why don't you
Okay.
go first there, Spain.
So I have acquired 3 of their territory. I did 3 successful sieges. I had a successful fight. I'm bringing 2 over from previous turn. Total giving me, I believe,
You occupy their capital and more than half of their
I think this is a
provinces. You
plus
force an
12?
unconditional surrender.
yeah, it's a +12, so it's a forced unconditional surrender. All you have to do is roll a not 1.
You
No, no, no,
have
no, you don't even have to
you
roll.
have half of their provinces and their capital has
Oh,
fallen.
right,
You
right.
force an unconditional surrender.
Okay, and by doing so, we move into the ending of that event, the political event that.
Yes, the annexation of
Portugal
Portugal occurs.
Yes.
Portugal is now a permanent vassal of Spain.
All right, so that's as an aside, if I calculated this right, I think you got 25 victory points from that.
Well, what?
No,
Duh.
he isn't getting to annex any land as part of this.
Yeah.
Ah,
They become a forced permanent vassal though. They are a vassal in Europe, which is an important thing. And they're a
Okay.
vassal specifically. They're more than the EG and everything.
And aren't they locked to vassal?
Correct. I cannot annex them, which is already the case. So it's
Well,
fine.
I mean, they can't drop down.
They're permanent.
they're locked
in that
in.
position.
permanent vassal. Yeah.
I saw that Poland for a second.
Spain
had to
is
copy
2.5
someone-
countries.
I had to copy something because there's no Portugal generic over here.
No,
So
I
I
was more
just-
laughing at France gets Poland as a vassal.
Ah!
The hell you do.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I'm
basically-
not Catholic. I can't.
So the funny thing about how this works out is that Portuguese base forces now basically are also part of my base forces.
Yes.
I basically increase my base force amount, and that's like the most
Mhm.
important thing that happens out of this.
But you
Yeah.
gotta
Now,
pay
I do
for
also get.
all their.
I do have to pay for their maintenance, though. Yeah.
Now, do I have to roll? So on my stuff,
On your
I
stuff,
don't have to roll for. I don't have to
also
roll for the
no.
steps. Yeah.
You've
I
entirely
have to
defeated
roll for
Step
anything.
and Sibir.
Okay, so I don't have to roll for Siberia either.
Yeah, so Step surrenders, you get that
Siberia
province.
is destroyed.
Siberia is defeated, you have colony rights all throughout there, and Siberia collapses.
And not a whole lot of points from the steps. 5 points if I'm calculating this right, because
Yeah,
one
you just had the
seed,
one fight.
2 neutrals. Like you won once, I won once.
The one that you lost was 2-player armies being defeated, is the big thing.
Oh.
So that hurts a lot score-wise, but then you're getting paid back by the fact that you're also conquering them.
All right, so that's a 2 if I'm counting this right. Also, remind me again, what's M Battle AF?
Major battle army or fleet.
Oh,
You didn't take a
Maybe
lot
if
of
you have-
damage in the fight that you lost. That was just a regular defeat.
okay. Quick correction to myself. They don't get added to my base forces, the Portuguese ones, but they're basically always generated, and I always pay maintenance on them. So I pretty much always have Portugal's base forces as part of my army now.
Nuts.
Which I think I roll for reinforcement on them if they do lose them as normal, so I don't get them until I reinforce next turn or something.
Loon, how do I notate
Remove
a
from
major
game.
battle victory? Or major battle victories don't give you more points.
They're not worth more points against NPCs.
Okay. All right, so against the steps, it was just an army. It was an army and a detachment.
An army and a detachment
Or not the steps, the
against Sibiri
yeah. It was 2 detachments for
for the step, which is
For
just
the
a fight
steps.
containing detachments.
and
So
then
it's just the
2-player
one.
armies. So if I'm calculating this right, I'm getting 3 points from the steps and 2 from Siberia. That seems right.
Yeah.
And then 4.5 from Spain. Wait, no. I also lost. It was a detachment when Spain won, so I only lost 1 detachment. I didn't lose an army. Am I doing this right? I have no idea if I'm doing this right.
We might take care of that off screen,
Mm.
just to keep things
Ooh.
moving around a little bit.
Annoying thing off of the military phase, Spain must pay for all campaign activations of Portuguese units separately from Spanish units, which means that if I
Yes.
do want to use them, they cost twice to use.
Yeah.
Although that is then you can do 2 attacks for less than a multi-campaign.
It's true, yeah. So they're still very useful and very powerful. It's just I need to make more money.
If only you had some indigenous people you needed to go murder in some
You know, that's a
faraway
good
place.
idea.
What if you had just a mountain
Thanks,
of
England.
gold somewhere?
England.
Listen.
That's such a good idea.
I got to start mending fences with Spain somehow, and we need to bond over something, which is the horrible murder of people.
What if Portugal did a war crime?
Again.
Uh,
For like the 10th time.
England forces auto-surrender from Denmark. I controlled their capital and 3 other provinces of Ostergotland, Malmo, and Jutland, so I'd take those 3 provinces from them.
Denmark is Denmark.
Denmark and Bergen
And also Telemark.
and Telemark.
Oh, yes.
And
I would have loved to
Bergen.
have taken Telemark,
Bergen's
but
fine.
it's much easier to take Jutland.
Denmark is Norway.
Also, newbie, when you took the steps, that's an unconditional surrender.
Yeah.
You not only can take that province, you can also ask them for 150 ducats.
No, you cannot.
Really?
That is a limitation that is there against
Aw.
exploits. You cannot. The country cannot pay out gold that it doesn't have.
It is gold in exchange.
Indemnities
for
are
provinces.
in place of provinces, and there's no
Gotcha.
provinces that are being replaced here.
Alas.
Annexation is all they have.
You've taken everything. You can't take their money too. Because you've already taken their money.
I figured as much.
All right. Well, in that case, I have taken care of everything on my end.
I just have one question. Do I actually get victory points for lifting this, like, sieging the rebel territory?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool, okay.
You are participating in this war
Yeah.
against
I
the
also get
pseudo
victory
country
points.
that is the Catholic faction in France.
I also get victory points for playing as the
Yes.
rebellion and everything.
There
so-
are
yes.
no victory point changes for gaining provinces, though.
just for basically successful sieges and
For combat.
and for combat, of which I did get a pretty big one for combat, because not only was it a major victory, but also I killed the king.
I'm gonna be losing points this turn.
Probably. How many fish are you producing, by the way, Bradways? 6 yet? No, wait, no, it went down.
It went down.
Damn it.
It is.
Currently, are you producing any? Because you can't interact with your your colonies, can't you?
I still get the money from them. I just can't make any actions on the rest of the world.
Okay.
That fucking sucks.
Oh, I'm producing 4 fish.
Well, no, wait, isn't it that... Oh no, the checks for protective custody all didn't happen.
Yep. They
that
cool
fudge.
France bounced off because Spain didn't know where it was.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just opened up the dice menu and saw fudge, and I had
Fudge
to
is
click
there.
it. I had to see what fudge did.
So pieces have resolved.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Stability adjustments for peace, not relevant for any of the treaties that went through there.
Yeah,
we enter
mine was
interface. You were
mine
not the
was against a
victim of an
minor.
attack.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that was minor. So war between two, a minor and a major does not cause stability return like it does with two majors.
Yep.
Hey guys, good news!
Prosperity.
I get
I am
in this
going-
next turn. I get geese. Oh,
Yeah.
I go up 1 for prosperity.
No effect of
I-
prosperity.
no effect
Do
for
not,
prosperity.
actually.
I go up 1 for prosperity.
Nice. No
First time in
trade
9
centers
turns,
getting
I went
displaced,
down.
as far as I know.
Prosperous Russia.
Placement
Russia
of removal of military
at
leaders.
Yeah. New
What is this we're going
folks.
into? 19 now?
Going into 19. Leaving 18.
I get another pirate admiral.
I get 2 more
Devaka
people.
is dead.
Jesus Christ.
Nothing changes.
Oh, and
for-
Egmont is dead.
for
Rest in
Russia.
peace.
All right, I've got a problem.
What's that?
Devaka made it over here.
Did he just
He
die?
managed to do a successful discovery, and he's dead
He's
this
dead.
turn. So he doesn't
So-
manage to bring his notes back, huh?
Nope.
Peck Valen is dead.
Oh shit! I shouldn't have done that last.
What's up,
move.
Nibby?
Nothing. In my heart of hearts, I say you still get that discovery, but
Nope. Sorry, man, but that's not how that works.
Henry IV has arrived.
Oh, right. However, hold on a second.
General Sufi arrives.
Admiral Hain arrives.
I have just in time. I was completely correct to do what I did, though.
Oh?
Montmorency is dead.
I would like to introduce everyone to Onate, or Onate, or however it would be. My 466, my 466 Conquistador.
Oh,
Damn.
that's power.
He's- He's one
You wanna
step
declare-
off from fucking Cortez.
Do you want to declare war on the Inca?
I would love to. I just don't know who they are yet because someone just mysteriously died out in the mountains of fucking. Well, actually,
it
no.
swears
These
revenge.
aren't mountains. That was actually the only plains in the entirety of Peru, I guess.
The bear got you.
Just
Still
the flat
dead.
part.
You get to
We've
the
been so used
flat
to
part,
not-
and
Yeah.
that's where the bear went for vacation.
ended up getting that corn fever out in the western United States sort of effect. There's nothing but corn for literal miles and miles and miles, and you just
Yeah.
you just start to get absorbed in the horizon.
Yeah, driving between any two cities in Ohio and soybeans on one side and corn on the other.
Gene and Sachs still don't exist yet. Inflation check.
Did not more than 100 wintered. It was
Please
80.
no.
Nothing this turn.
Hooray! I helped with inflation.
Oh shit!
Loss of stability for ongoing wars.
I'm sorry. I just realized I also have a new general.
Yeah, 19 is a good turn for you.
Hey everybody, you remember how I really appreciated Farnese this entire time and how good he was? And how
Back?
good he was going to be for a while? I've introduced you to Alba, who is a 4/5/5 general.
Jesus.
445, sir.
Oh, 4/4/5, correct. Strictly better Farnese over here. Also, now my highest ranked general, so.
Yeah. He's an A?
He's an A, yep.
Fuck.
I actually have a
so
very
much.
good A. It's really good.
It happened.
Oh, that's so bad. I don't want to fight Spain.
Now the good news is, England, is that I have no reason to fight you right now. My attention is clearly split between other ways.
You have, like we said, indigenous people to go kill.
Also Corsica, but we'll worry about that in a second. And I also have a new admiral, Medina Cid. What's up, Medina? Oh, you're 2-1-1. You're off. Also, you don't have a rank.
Weird.
I think we said he was going to be like a B or a C or something, so it's not the worst, but it was assumed he probably was a B.
Yeah.
Because that means Don Juan can still take over and be an A. And
Yeah,
Santa
the problem
Cruz.
is that Don Juan is required to stick to the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Who is it? Santa Cruz is my B, who actually is relevant and is extremely good.
Yeah, it just means that if you have more than one stack, Medina has to go take care of that stack rather than Santa Cruz.
Yeah, but there's not really much reason for me to have more than one stack of
No,
boats, though.
you're fine.
They're too expensive to maintain, and they're...
I think that's all of my upkeep. Everyone else okay?
Yep. I will figure out point values at some point.
Yeah, point values can be crunched out by reviewing the tape in between. And
See if monarchs
stability for
die.
ongoing wars.
I'm not in a war anymore.
Do we
This is the
feel
first
that
time...
the Civil War,
I would not consider that to be a stability
There's
thing.
enough stability bleed built into that.
it already has its stability bleed from the rebellions.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unless you want to take a stability hit to make it easier to lose your monarch, I don't know.
That brings us back
Well-
around to Monarch phase. Who wants to survive?
Do I roll to survive this turn?
Yes.
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 Oh,
In fact, you do so at a penalty, so...
Add that +2.
Welcome to turn 19.
Damn it.
damn.
Wow.
You're out on 22, so... I just...
Newbie, is this the turn you start going crazy?
Fine.
What do you mean?
Ivan the Terrible has a starts going nuts threshold.
Does he?
Alive.
Oh, also, cards.
Yeah, that's in the expansion pack. Right, cards. Cards.
Oh, that's an
cards.
expansion pack rule, which I don't have any of the expansion pack data.
Hold on, I can see
They're
if I
just
can pull
in
it up.
the...
Those are pinned in Eurogame.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Receive cards. Did anyone receive return? I received
I
return. Cards go
Well-
back.
I could have really used the one I just drew. Oh well.
Okay.
Sam.
I feel insulted by the one I just got.
Oh.
Is it council? Is it good counsel?
It's Revolt.
It's revolt.
Nah.
So as an aside, I had treachery for the last turn.
Oh,
Did not
the
use it.
technology thing. That was the thing you needed, Newbie.
I
And-
literally just drew that. Is the problem?
It goes back in the abyss.
No,
one
cards
gets
or
any
new
this
cards?
turn, huh?
Damn.
No cards.
I was sitting on fire ship the entire time because I didn't have a good time to use it.
Dang. You hate to see it happen.
Yeah,
Not
no.
fire
As I
ships.
pulled it, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be handing this over to Newbie," and then nope, void.
Could have just used it. You didn't even need to hand it to me.
Ivan the Terrible. This Tsar does not check survival the first 3 turns of his reign, then checks with a malice of 1 to the die roll.
Okay, so all it is just that he's more likely to die from.
Going
Well,
crazy,
actually,
yeah.
since like last turn, I think he should
Well,
have been.
whatever,
doing
don't
it.
worry about
Whatever,
that. But this
it's
turn,
fine,
yes.
All right. So I guess I do this with a +1.
Yeah.
Oh, time to lose Ivan. It's
Barely
fine.
missed.
Ivan's fine.
Very close though.
See, if you declare that you're gonna fuck up, then you're not gonna fuck up.
Oh god, and now it's time for the
Time for the economy.
Yeah.
Jesus Loon.
Alright.
9 and 7.
5 and 4.
How was this one? Uh-oh.
Offer of marriage. All right.
Explorer.
Spain, I'm
Again?
gonna say this right now. I'm really sorry.
Oh no. I think I recognize that one.
Depletion of a mine.
No, hold up. No, 7-3 is rectification. That's 48.
Okay, let's go through this real quick. Bradway, what did you get?
Governor.
Poor weather.
Oh,
Guess what
no.
actions I can't take?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Who's ready for swamp?
I am.
Swamp's still here, baby.
Permanent swamp.
All right, so Newbie got poor weather. Bradway got that.
Governor.
Doc got comet sided.
Rectification.
Oh, rectification, which is
Yeah. Which is actually a really good one. I get to choose one of 3 options. Build without overcost all my land forces up to 3 times the normal limit.
Mhm.
Increase construction limit for ships by 2%, or receive a +5 to stability improvement action.
nice. Darren, what did you pick up?
Offer of marriage. So I'm
Oh
going to
god,
be
no,
rolling
not
to
this
see
again.
who in this pile of idiots is going to try and do the dance again and immediately say, no, you're not the same religion.
Did-
Piss off.
Did what's it called?
Prussia, actually.
Mercenary conquistador was left stranded in India and never made it home.
Prussia is actually feasible.
Yeah, I know that dude. Whatever. Yeah, first you just have it then. I think.
Oh, no, I don't have Prussia already. It's in the box I'm on aligned right now.
But the so okay, that's
So here's the thing, like, oh no, if of the same religion, the offer is automatic. I forgot that because every single time I've rolled this, it was always a different religion. No, I
Right.
just immediately get royal marriage. Cool.
So you need to do the roll for that for the.
It will be determine the dowry normally. Yep. That is. Just go back to the diplomacy section. Even is I think I pay.
It's not consistent at all whether or not even Nurad is good for the player. It's really weird.
Yeah, no. Diplomacy, declarations of war.
Even receive.
Right. Okay.
Okay, good. Prussia
So-
probably has a pretty good marriage value, I bet.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull them up right now.
The dowry.
Okay,
Diplomacy.
Doc, how many mines do you control in the New World?
$3.
New
All
World?
right, fine.
I control 3.
Okay, I need to read this event because it hasn't popped up yet. Depletion of a mine. Place an exhausted mine marker on a mine currently exploited by your country, either in Europe or the rest of the world, excepting America, chosen at random. In addition, roll for each exploited mine in America in the following priority, whether exploited by your country or not. The Incan mine, the Aztec mine, a mine exploited by the player exploiting the most mines, a mine exploited by the player exploiting the second number of mines, until a 1 is rolled. Deplete that mine.
This event for Doc and Doc alone.
So
All
I'm
right.
going to roll a 1 3 times, or I'm going to roll a 1d10 3 times. If a 1 doesn't happen, you're fine. So this is
no.
for the big Aztec mine, the 40 ducat one, okay?
Uh-huh.
You're fine. This is for one of the other 2, and this is for the last one. Okay, nothing happened.
Okay. If one of these did go down, I would have been
Until
tempted
a
to
1
immediately
is rolled, though.
Until a 1 is rolled? Okay, so do I keep going?
Wait,
Oh
hold
wait,
up.
does that mean that it's guaranteed?
Gold's haunted.
Wait a minute. So does that mean
Did I
you
say
deplete?
until a 1 is rolled?
Does it mean you also have to roll the income mine first, even if no one is exploiting it?
No one's exploiting it, so it's only on the 3 mines that Doc is exploiting.
Well, that sucks.
Hold on.
So it says until a 1 is rolled. That's what Loon's pointed out.
I mean,
Place an
also,
exploit marker on a mine currently exploited. Country, blah, blah, blah. You can breach, in addition, roll for each explored mine in America and the following priority. Mine exploited.
The phrasing there could mean that you
Until.
only do 1 pass of this.
I would rather go with 1 pass of this because
But the until 1 is you stop when 1 is depleted.
yeah,
Yeah, that makes more
Okay.
sense to me rather than
Yeah.
good.
loop.
I
I
don't
think
wanna
you
keep
also still would
rolling.
roll. I think you would also still roll again because, like, I think the player exploring the second highest number of mines, unless literally no one else has a mine
We
at
don't.
all.
nobody else has
which
mine.
nobody else has a mine right now.
Okay, I guess then yeah. In that case, actually, I think that means you would roll one more time for me, because I
Just-
am the player who's doing the second most number of mines as well.
So it's for one of the other 2 mines, I guess.
Alright, but
it just would be
Most, second most, etc. That's making its way down the line if everyone had gold mines.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's
so we're
We're
everyone
not both the
would
first
get
and
checked.
second. You are
Okay.
just the
Yeah.
first.
So I
Alright.
think we're good then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think it might
That
be
would've-
until a 1 is rolled, and when you get that 1, it stops
stop
there.
It just stops
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
wording is a little ambiguous, but hey,
Mhm.
real glad I don't have to take away money from you.
Yes. If it hit the Aztec 1, I would be very tempted to immediately declare war on England.
Why?
Out of spite.
Yeah, more or less.
What have I done to you?
We consulted
lately?
an astrologian.
Lately,
He said it's England's fault. Go get him.
Lately, you used your fucking defensive alliance to threaten me, threaten to basically war score,
That
stuff.
was 10 years ago.
That was 10 years ago. It was like the term before last.
10 years
Thank
ago.
you.
Politic event
Politic-
the first.
All right.
8-5. Pointing at number 13.
Uh-oh. That's deep. I don't know what that one is.
That is war between Scotland and England.
Finally.
Oh boy.
I'm waiting for this one. Sorry, France, you're on your own.
Piss.
Sorry, I have more important things to take care of.
So England has spent the entirety of their assistance fighting Denmark and now fighting Scotland instead.
The Netherlands will remember this.
Occurs
Netherlands
only if
is
Scotland is
France's best
inactive,
friend.
otherwise reroll. Cannot take place if event 6-4 has already occurred.
Nope.
If in that case, mark off and reroll. May cancel 6-4 if the latter occurs while the event is still active.
Yes, still very happy this is happening.
England can refuse this event, mark as played by losing 3 stability and 20 victory points.
Nope.
Also loses control of Scotland and can then make no diplomacy on them until end of period.
End of period?
If you surrender, if you back down,
Oh.
if you cancel the
Huh.
event, you are opting out of Scotland for a long time.
Just gonna
Event
put
phase. Scotland declares war against England, which loses the control of Scotland. If Scotland is neutral, its controller is decided randomly between Spain and France, unless one of them is already at war with England, and the other not. In which case that country takes precedence and receives Scotland and e.g. Control cannot be refused.
Okay, so Bradway, do you want to just roll the
Yeah.
20 and see who
If
gets
Scotland
higher?
is neutral, preceded all of that. This is... They rebelled?
Yes.
They
this
came
is
out
a
of previous
rebellion.
English control,
Okay.
so they will use their normal priority for controller.
Okay.
I think it's
Which I
France.
believe is France,
Yes.
actually.
All right.
I will color them blue.
England can immediately call allies during the event phase, as per normal rules. If this leads to declarations of war against Scotland, the controller of Scotland may come to its help, as per normal rules, and so on.
Just take care of that real quick.
Scotland reinforces an offensive attitude. That is the extent of the event.
Okay. It's
Yeah,
just
I
there
will
is a
take
fight
care of the
now.
reinforcement checks if you want to keep going with the political stuff.
Well,
Yep.
that also happens in logistics anyway, so...
It's just that
And
they're
I
forced to do
immediately
an
call
offensive.
allies is what I was
Oh.
going on.
Oh, the ally calls. Yeah, go for that.
Actually, I don't think I can call I cannot call Saxony. They will automatically fail. Fucking Hanover's the best.
Hanover, I don't think has ever turned down an
Does
Yeah,
Hanover
Hanover has-
have any boats?
They don't have any boats, but they're still within 6 spaces.
If Hanover has no boats, then they can't trace across water
That's a bummer.
for deciding their operations range.
This is a solely English endeavor.
Hanover is
Rats.
a single province without any access to anything else. Okay, yeah.
No. They have 2 provinces, but they don't have a port.
Hanover and
Oldenburg is
Oldenburg
not a
together
port.
are Hanover the country.
Yeah. Alas.
Politic the second.
They're there for moral support. They'll send gift baskets.
Is that a multi-ball?
Determine event
No.
under same column on the next period table.
Time
Is what the
travel.
second 10. We're going to the future.
We're going to the future?
Yeah, this is the fun stuff.
It's time to
think
go
that-
to time. Also,
Oh,
re-roll
no.
that.
Oh no. No.
Hi,
Is a
3-5.
multi-ball
Hi,
only
3-5 on period 4.
I don't know what anything happens in the next phase.
Is
There
it
are some
multi-ball
very
on
bad
the
things
first
for
time?
me.
Multi-ball is on the first die. This just go to the future is on the second die.
Okay.
Shit.
3-10. Well, 3-5.
310. We're going even further into the
I
future.
am pointing at a number 4 from period 4.
Oh boy.
Gotta scroll past the novel that is the 30 Years War. To reach
I'm sorry, Doc.
National Revolt of Portugal.
Welcome to die.
Uh-huh.
Doc, I'm sorry, but this is
I didn't even
funny
get-
shit.
Okay, now hold on.
Even get the
I want to go
okay.
ahead and just analyze exactly what just happened here. All right? You rolled 310, correct? On the
310.
first thing you did, you rolled 310. The first die was a 3. So you count down the columns 10 times on the
I
second die.
re-rolled the 10. You don't keep a 10 at any point during political events.
It turned into 3-5.
The 10 causes a special thing to happen and then gets re-rolled and treated as something else.
Like on both dice?
On
Always?
both dice, yes.
Ah. All right.
It sucks.
No, this is fine. He can take care of
Before
it.
the ink of the treaty is dry, they go, wait, no, take it back.
Portugal will not go quietly.
Portugal.
Portugal
he-
continues to be scrappy.
Occurs only if Event 7-3, annexation of Portugal by Spain, is currently in effect, otherwise treated as an ordinary revolt instead. Event phase. All effects of Event 7-3 are cancelled and Portugal is returned to play as a minor country. Portugal
didn't
receives
even
the
get a
same provinces
single
it had
turn.
at the same time of its annexation to Spain, regardless of who currently owns such provinces. It also receives all Portuguese colonies, trade posts, fortresses, and commercial fleets that are currently in Spanish hands. All non-Portuguese troops inside its territory are removed as per normal peace phase.
Look at the right side. It was under your control long enough for you to get all of its maps.
That's true.
All Portuguese troops are removed from the map. Portugal is offered to E.G. of England. Or, if it declines, to E.G. of France. Or if it declines, it remains neutral. Would England
I'd
like a
I would
free
like to
ally
read the
with
rest of this
Portugal?
event first before I make a decision.
If you do this, I
No
just want
shit.
you to know that if you do take it, Crumb, there will be no possibility of any like positive diplomacy between us for the rest of the entire game.
No shit.
We will be forever rivals.
All
I wanna
players
read
who
the
are
rest
forced
of
to
the
cede
event.
provinces
I
to
will not-
Portugal by this event
won't-
receive a temporary free CB to be used this turn. Spain receives a free CB that lasts until the end of the current period and can be used multiple times. If Spain uses this free CB, Portugal asks for help from its current controller, promising a princess and a dowry in return. See below. If Portugal is neutral, this offer cannot be made. In order to potentially benefit from this dowry, the controller must come to Portugal's help by declaring war against Spain, and to be already at war against Spain. However, such a declaration of war does not necessarily have to be made immediately, as Portugal shall renew its offer each turn until the war against Spain is over. Peace phase. If Spain uses its free CB against Portugal and wins an enforced unconditional surrender over Portugal, Event 7-3 goes back into effect in all respects. Re-annexation of Portugal is only possible in wars Spain starts using its free CB. If Spain does not win an enforced unconditional surrender, Portugal remains independent and Event 7-3 is cancelled. If Portugal's controller was at this point an active ally, it can claim the dowry if it so wishes. Portugal cedes to the controller Portuguese Tangier, or, if not available, Portuguese Azores. In addition, the controller can claim one Portuguese trade post, not colony, of its choice. Regardless of how many times war caused by this event is triggered, the Portuguese dowry can be claimed only once. If Event 7-3 is cancelled, for whatever reason, Spain loses 50 victory points, it can regain these later by having Event 7-3 back in effect.
So the long and short of it is that this event can actually keep happening so long as they're in my control.
The duration is until the end of the current period or wars caused by this event. So if you defeat them and re-annex them once, that's it.
Okay. Technically speaking, if we do roll this event again during the... Okay, yeah, no. That's
This
it.
event also isn't on the table again. It can only happen once. Or
Okay.
no, there is a second 4. All right. But yeah, its duration is until defeated or end of period.
Hey, you remember that war you just won?
Do
No.
it again.
How about
Do
do it
over.
again? Yeah.
Do it again.
It's
War
actually
was
going to be a
fake.
little bit worse because Portugal gets its base force back and then a reinforcement on top of that base
Yeah,
force.
they
unlike
get a
last time.
reinforcement this time.
They
Now-
just get
On top of the possibility of an ally.
Oh no,
Now-
I'm not getting involved in this.
Yeah.
Now,
That
I
that
will
is
say this:
it,
if
it's for what
Scotland
it's worth.
was not, literally had not just jumped me, I probably would have done this.
So, and also, for what it's worth, that demand actually only goes towards England. The no
Would
diplomacy
France
forever.
like
I don't.
to have
I
a
would not
free
do the
EG
same
with
towards
Portugal?
France.
The
But
problem
Is France has their own problems right now.
Yeah,
France is a bit on fire.
I have a question. I have a legitimate question. Why only England?
Because at this,
It's very clear that there's a blood there's only one true blood feud going in this game right now, and it's
Yeah,
between
no.
Spain and England. That's it.
so in period 4, that's really when Spain and England are like at each other's throats. It's supposed to be a way for us to start fighting more.
You just got a head start on it because, Spanish Ireland got threatened.
No, I'm not getting involved in this. I'm getting out of the way. You have fun with Portugal.
Portugal's
Because
back, baby. Nothing
if-
changed.
If you don't take it, I am amenable.
Whenever we reach into the future, only good things happen.
Okay,
Event 3. When we reach into the
okay.
future, only
Hold-
good
hold
things
on.
happen.
hold on. France is not declared whether or not.
France, would you like
Fran-
to receive Portugal in EG?
France will accept, but will not be declaring war on Spain because I cannot. If Doc's war goes longer than this turn, all this means is I just get that. No, not even vassal.
The reason why this is okay with me is because this is going to give some free money to France.
No, it's
And that's
EG.
about
They don't
it.
get money from it.
Yeah,
Well, they
It-
get the
it's-
the dowry, don't you?
I have to-
No,
that
they
was
would
after
get
that.
that
By
if they
accepting the war.
if they go in and protect them.
Okay.
I accept them, but it means nothing because I cannot declare war.
So,
France will
Actually,
have
that's a good
control
point.
of Portugal during this
Yes, I will.
upcoming war.
I will.
Yes.
I get victory points for our fight.
That's okay. There you go. That's a good reason.
I was also gonna ask, doesn't turning down the event.
Because it's offered to both of them at the same time. It's up. It doesn't say in this case.
Yeah, this isn't regular control.
In fact,
Yeah,
regular
okay.
control would be to, like we said earlier, it would be to Russia first normally.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But special case here. Anyway, in the future, again,
Reaching into the
6-3.
future, I am pointing at number 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh no!
Personal union between England and Scotland. Can only occur if Scotland is at peace with England, otherwise Markov is played.
All right.
Oh no!
All right, we both got screwed by this.
Not re-roll, just mark it off. It's done. No UK. Impossible.
How
UK
many
does not
times
exist.
How many
Okay,
event
he's
6s
deleted.
are there on the board? How many event 6s are there? Can this
Just the
reoccur?
one. Just the
also,
one.
also doesn't matter. It literally says can only occur if Scotland is at peace with England.
I know, but-
Otherwise, mark off as played.
I
It
was-
has
I
been
was asked-
played.
I was asking if there was an additional one that this might refire.
Okay, so the only way Scotland is basically not going to exist. You're going to have to annex them to get like a
Well,
full.
I think there's another layer to this, because this is a personal union between England and Scotland. If it did go
This is-
off, Scotland would become a permanent vassal of England.
There's something later on that actually I just absorbed.
Cat
Jesus.
Are you all right?
Cat was very upset that I was not playing with her and decided to take that matter into her hands. I'm
This
good.
is not yet that the United Kingdom fades out of existence.
Yeah.
The
Okay. This
real
was
thing
actually
is,
just. This would just be a free, like, personal vassalization is what this is. This isn't actually as big of a deal as you would think.
So the event that happened where Scotland declared war on me, it references this event to say that it would cause this event to stop existing. So if it happened in reverse, I'd actually be more pissed off. I'm not actually mad because if you just scroll down a page to event 7 in period 4,
Yeah, this
that's
would've been
what I
way
actually
worse.
thought happened.
Yeah.
So
It is
Yeah,
not
that's what
yet
I
time to
reacted
get
at
that
first. I thought
spicy.
you hit
okay.
7.
I am a little annoyed, but hey, that's how these events happen.
These are the political events for this turn.
Phase 3. Actually, it's phase 4.
Yeah, we had 2 from phase 4 this time, huh?
Sure did.
In the future.
Well, here's the turn where Russia is just gonna be all right because
Poor
Russia's
It's
Weather.
time for
wait-
you to declare war on the rest of the world.
yeah, there's actually no reason for me to.
Are we feeling
Well,
a
you can
diplomacy
do-
phase tonight, or would we like
I-
to open with
I can do
diploming next?
I'm up for the-
I'm a little worn.
Yeah. Plus, assault by Cat is indicating I probably need to spend a little more time with her. So
We can hold here and begin next time with negotiation.
I didn't get a single turn of any benefit.
you
Oh,
got
vassalizing
literally
Portugal.
none of it aside from the victory points of the negotiations. It just
Yeah.
exploded.
And then lost 50.
If Loon had rolled a 4 on that as opposed to a 3, that would have been the Civil War.
Ooh.
It was that close. I am not ready to fight the Civil War right now. That would have really hurt.
2 rebellions happening at the same time would be pretty spicy.
I lose a lot of stuff when that happens.
The year 1580 and Oliver Cromwell falls naked out of a time portal.
Yep. Would not have minded having Cromwell show up, actually. Actually, no, it would have been real
Give
bad
me your
because
clothes,
my,
your boots, and your parliament.
So the Siege King would have been part of the royal faction, and I would have had to fight him. And that would have been not fun. It's okay, if the event had been 1 point higher, it would have been Times of Trouble in Russia, Cossack Revolt. Which would have been great for newbie.
Period 4 has many interesting times.
Yep.
Period
Mhm.
4 is the game kind of goes more strongly
Period 4 is
on the
when,
rails, which means it plays off
France
the rails.
catches back up, because everyone
Yeah.
else is burning, and France is like, hey, guess what? I'm ready to go.
France gets to burn early and get accustomed.
Just waited training revolts, waited, and then meanwhile the 30 Years' War starts, and nobody else has had that training time.
Oh god. If event 20 would have fired, I would have just immediately gone from a 4-3-3 to a 9-8-7.
Whoa.
Yeah, there are a couple people where their leaders started to pop up.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those for just, hey, this guy. This
This
guy.
guy should.
The event Richelieu has occurred.
Yeah, Spain also has one in that time frame where they just get a super good leader. Or
Yeah, Olivares.
minister.
Mm-hmm.
I receive an automatic Excel Minister of values 897, which means that my values just go up to, if they're not already higher than 897, 897. Sort of.
And then
Kind of.
during
Not quite,
if,
but it's got additional rules on that.
if your monarch dies, then you use the stats of the minister instead of your monarch for re-rolling.
Yeah.
which is very good.
Yeah.
The good news
excellent.
is, wars of religion in France did not occur.
Yep. I
Did not
can
reoccur yet.
yeah. I can rebuild and re-engage.
I am also going to be rebuilding and re-engaging as I split my attention in multiple locations.
This time with Henri the Fourth. He's here.
Did
He's
we
a slightly worse beast.
did we take care of the revolts spreading?
Yes.
Yeah, that
yes.
was resolved.
Okay.
Yeah, the only one that actually managed to spread any was the one up here
Yeah,
into
Paris
Champagne,
into
which gave one.
Champagne.
Oh, okay.
So there's only one more actual revolt, but also there are now 6 pluses that need to get put down.
Yep.
I'm working
Yeah,
on it.
6 rebel-occupied provinces, 6 plus-size revolts, 1 minus revolt.
So the good
I'll
news
take care
about
of some of
this
that
turn,
stuff before I head back to deal
Yeah.
with Scotland.
because I have triple the ability to purchase land forces this turn, I can just buy 3 army pluses if I wanted to.
Yeah, I
You
took
could.
advantage of that from the similar rule when I.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna have to
unleashed
pay out of
Walmart.
the wazoo next turn, but the faster you take Portugal down, the better.
Next time.
Next time.